switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Trying to stay strong. try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. as you fade away. As you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. As you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel bored or worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Are we officially started? Oh, yes. Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Welcome to today's games. I do believe that Pris is going to be joining me pretty soon, and we're going to wait in just a moment. But in the meantime, we're going to be going into the games right about now, and we're going to take a look at some of the teams that are joining us on board right here. So welcome to this event. We got so many different amazing teams on board with us right here. We got the boys from 10-11. We got No Gaming, Active Gaming, Knock and Lobby, Tryout Squad. We got Afro Esports, Men of Blood, First Actics, Dream Team, O3 Brothers, Cyclone Shields, Invincibles, No Pressure, and Solo Esports. We can already see that map moving all the way towards that north western region. My bearings to serve me right. I hope you guys are ready for what is going to be a great spectacle. I know that it's going to be an exciting game. So how y'all doing? I hope right there on the charts you can tell me, you know, if you are super ready. Who do you think is going to be winning today's games? I'm not gonna mention anybody. I don't want to cuss anybody, but if I'm gonna cuss someone, I'm gonna give it to Afro Esports. You see what I did right there? I did not cuss, but I cussed Afro Esports. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do right here. Hopefully it works out. On the other end, you have the boys from Active Gaming who are coming into this one as well, looking to see if they can perform quite well. They got the ups not too far away from them. I do believe it's the boys from the CLS who are within this vicinity. Manny and his boys right next to the boys from Active Gaming. So we're curious to see how this one does start off. You got Alpha, who has pretty much spotted the guys from CLS not too far away from him. All right, we'll continue to keep an eye and see how that one does develop and play out, as all of these guys are just gearing up for what is going to be an amazing time. We got Rochstoner, Manny, and Falcon within this team. Danny Brown, who's usually a starter for the boys from CLS, is not on ground right here. I do assume that he has been, put down on subs, but Danny Brown's always the guy who lights up the team pretty much. So I mean, he definitely will be missed. But the action is already starting off as we see one of the guys from Invincibles right there on the kill feed taking out the boys from Solo Well, what? Sorry, sorry. The reason we're taking out one of the players right there from O3 Brothers, and it is Psycho who does go down, leaving them with just no name and Genos within the team. Now you would expect that Nexus will be part of the team, but he's not on ground. There was some O3, one of the champions from our previous NPL, losing one of the players right here. So already we're beginning to see teams get pretty aggressive, and we might be seeing the next action going down right here between the boys from CLS and the boys from Active Gaming. And we'll be curious to see who does, get that first knock to boot right here. Manny going out quite in the open. It does look like the boys from CLS have decided to retreat away from that vicinity. They don't want to, get aggressive. Or could they be trying to get another angle, rotate away, and get into, the mix of things right here. So we'll continue to see how it does play out for all of these teams. You've still got on the other end the Invisibles who've gotten themselves one elimination. Remember, they did take out the boys from O3 quite early on, taking out one of the maestros there, Psycho, and sending them back into the lobby. So we'll see how things will continue to play out right here in Erangel. All right, so who do you guys think is going to win? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to be coming out on top at the end of the day? I don't have the link. I'm not really seeing the YouTube right now, so I can't really tell. Um, but yeah, where is Priest? Where is Priest? This is a moment where you need him, because now I'm not going to be able to breathe because the action is going to be like every single moment. So to make sure that I'm going through it. But now here we're back to 1011's Godyear. I called him. He had this name, and I kept getting the name wrong. But I feel like that name made him like super OP. So Godyear, change your name back to that name, because he was playing like super amazing in several different competitions with that particular name. Anyways, but regardless of that fact, we'll continue to take a look and see, how things are building up. We're going through several different teams. There's also Dream Team who's come in right here with this one with names that are pretty much known. It's Lucy, it's Slinger, Chris, and King. Pretty much well known for the boys right there from Dream Team, and it's great to see a lot of people being able to make it down there in Lagos. I hope you guys are having fun. Okay, it would be nice to see, what's going down in, people's minds and all that stuff. Yeah. All right, things are pretty much just shaping up quite slowly. The boys from CLS are continuing on with their move, trying to see if they can continue to get the loot on. They were close to the boys from Active Gaming. Now they've made their shift and they've decided to continue to head towards different directions. We'll see, what that does mean for them as they continue to make the rotations. I haven't got the stream link. Okay, I'm trying to get the stream link. But we'll see, because I want to be able to communicate. I want to be able to, pass my ideas with a lot of people who are right there. Knuckle Lobby is another squad that, they pretty much just coming to the scene early on. I'm not really sure if they're a team that was bearing a different name or they broke out from another team. But Balablue and his boys have been absolutely outstanding. Balablue captain, since they have come into the scene, they have stormed the MPL and showed that they are super capable, within the competition, especially Balablue and Captain. They've been showing, the prowess and what they are fully capable of. So be curious to see how they can perform in today's games. Everyone's just pretty much just taking it easy for now, and hopefully things will continue to grow in today's games. But regardless of that fact, I'm just gonna head on to YouTube to just check out some of these comments right here. I do see a lot of support coming down from the boys from TOS who are doing their thing as well. TOS started out, they had some rough patches on in their early seasons, but they've been doing quite well, and I do believe some of the players from TOS were part of the representatives for Ghana in the recent All African competition, and they did quite amazing, by the way. So they do deserve a lot of respect. I did see TOS player one, but now talking about this game, we've got the boys from MOB right next to Knock and Lobby, and they're doing the thing. It is Baby Zin. Okay, and Rage just scouting around this region, looking to see if they can get 1 or 2 knocks against a team that has come in to this region with a 3-man squad, and Bala Blue, Captain, and Thin around this region, looking to see if they can, just hold their own. But right now they're coming up against numbers that are superior to theirs, but that doesn't matter. We've seen 1v4s, we've seen 2v4s go down. If you go down, and definitely the boys from Knock and Lobby are no pushover. And you never really know how it's going to go down. But Tina's got to be careful. He's making that move all alone right there. I do believe he's trying to scout around, and it might just be a situation where they might have spotted the boys from MOB and are trying to get an angle onto them and trying to play it pretty safe. But the boys from MOB are just lurking around, trying to spread out to see if they can get 1 or 2 knocks, and that's how they usually take on this fight, because MOB is one of the squads who are really dangerous. You don't want to get into an all-out fight with them. No matter the squad, they have proven time and time again that they are not to be joked with. And they have been one of those OG clans that have existed for quite a long time. So we'll see what happens in that one between the two of them. Right there. So great stuff, great stuff. I still see a lot of support going down for the boys from TOS. A lot of people say, may TOS win. I'm hoping that TOS does win. If a lot of people don't know about the history about TOS, there's a lot of players right there that broke out from the boys from Active Gaming back in the days. And they do share some love from me. A lot of support going down right there. Where's Priest? Come on, join me. All right. In the meantime, let's take a look at the map right there. We do see a lot of squads within that zone. You can see that shift all the way towards that northwestern region, and several different teams will have to now hop into the vehicles and start to make the rotations in. We're curious to see what that does mean for a lot of guys like MOB, Knock and Lobby, Dream Team, CLS, the boys from Active Gaming. Also within that blue zone, we need to hop into the vehicles, and this is where things might start to get really dangerous for a lot of guys, especially the ones who are currently outside the vicinity. We're seeing a lot of squads coming into this first game with 3 men. The boys from Old losing one of the players, but now here's where the action now begins to ensue. As you can see, the shots being let loose from the boys from Dream Team right down to the boys from CLS right there. And obviously Dream Team wants this smoke. They're surrounding Stoner, but well, this is one man that has been in the community for quite long. He knows how to take on this fight. He's a one-man ninja. Many times he's one of those people who can, play really smart, get those 1v4s. King is not able to connect that time. There's the support around him that's now come through, when the boys from Dream Team deciding, hey, you know what? It's probably a better decision to just move away from that region and play quite careful. Alright, so in the meantime, before Priest joins us, I'm going to have Isaac be on board with us right here. So Isaac, what do you think about the game so far?
So far, it has really started very slowly, and hopefully these teams get themselves going. And I do believe that there's a lot of pressure on these teams at this point, and it being the first game, a lot of teams are going to be a bit control, a bit slow in the way to try and move, and hopefully these guys can get going. Right now we see TOS getting themselves into a big fight.
Yeah, absolutely. The boys from TOS coming up against the boys from 10-11, and we're seeing a lot of players right there. We got Ted Bunda, we got Vigas, and the players you well know. I'm sure the people from the African, especially Nigerian region, will know them quite well. They used to play under Active Gaming, but they're coming now under the name TOS. No size right there. Another amazing player. He's played several different games. You know, we've played Apex Legends together. We've played. He used to be one of the founder members of Active Gaming too as well. So you can say in a way this is the OG, squad that has broken out from Active Gaming, and they're coming right here under the name TOS, looking to do quite well. And I'm a huge fan because these are people that I've worked with for quite a really long time. So they're coming through right here, trying as much as possible to see if they can get a knock through onto the boys from 10-11. They do have the superior numbers, but 10 Buddha, he is going to go down right there to a nade, and Lazy is also still within the vicinity. He might just be able to put in some pressure, but no size is trying to possible to see if he can get a knock, and it does believe that he's got in that one. He puts him down to the ground, and Kaido's in a whole lot of trouble right there. He get thirsted. The revive is coming through right there as well, but no size continuing on with the pressure. He's able to do a lot of damage. And my goodness, that is.
Did they both knock themselves?
I do think that there was a third-party shot that came through, but Gaudier is the last one up right there for the boys from 10-11.
Interesting fight there. You can clearly see that TOS, your plan is to be aggressive and get people's faces. Probably it's not working in the first game as Gaudier absolutely coming to try and make sure he gets something there, but they have been knocked out.
Man, absolutely amazing stuff from the boys from TOS. Like we did talk about early on, they had quite an interesting time starting off as a clan, but they have been doing quite well for themselves, and showed the great performances in the All African competition that just concluded. But now let's turn our sights onto the boys from UA, who are going toe-to-toe right here, trying as much as possible to see how they can perform. And you can see them being surrounded by the boys from MOB, and that Uzi not doing quite well for 41k. Slick is away from that position and is trying as much as possible to see if he can, make use of the projectiles. But he's going away from that fight. It's probably, the better decision, as it's a 2v4 situation right about now, and they do want to be careful not to get into the mix of things right here with superior numbers from the boys from MOB, but they can avoid this one as MOB Baby 3 has now come into the vicinity right next to them, looking to take out the rest of the players for UA. Wait, what? Was he AFK?
Oh my god. It is quite clear, that these guys from on Solid Army, they had a plan and they were unable to execute that plan. They did seem to have a bit of a disagreement as to how they want to execute that plan, because you can see two people moved ahead of the other two, and so it became a 2v4 right from the get-go, and they were dealt with, and they left the other two people to have to fight the other four who have just survived and come right through it and try to destroy them, and their plan just went completely AWOL, in my opinion.
Great stuff. We've seen some action go down right there quite early on as the boys from UA have been sent back into the lobby by MOB. TOS has also taken out the boys from 10-11, one of the power horses within the African scene right here. But then they came into this game with a 3-man squad, and they were outnumbered by one of the best squads in Ghana right now. So taking a look at things, we will also be seeing several different teams now begin to make the rotations into that central position. You've got the boys from Invincibles, who are also not too far away from MOB. We've seen MOB get into the action quite early on. We'll be curious to see if they take on a fight with the boys right there from Invincibles, who are led by Sleepless, a very well and capable IGL in this position. He has basically rejuvenated their gameplay and gotten them to this point right here in the game and final. So we'll see what it does mean for them, as they're holding quite a very unique position out there in the open, surrounded by several different teams such as Active Gaming as well as the boys from MOB.
Interesting there. This is chaotic at its best. Look at the amount of teams, the amount of people here. I don't even think you'll be able to tell who your teammate is right about now, with their number of buggies, literally at the doorstep. And it is going to be very interesting if you survive. Oh my days, absolutely brilliant stuff there from No Pressure, who have really shown that they are under no pressure, coming right there and destroying that team, making sure that only 3 people are still alive. Is quite incredible to see.
And great stuff coming in from No Pressure, being able to hold their own in that position and take out a couple of teams. But right there on the kill field, we're now seeing the boys from MOB basically dismantling the boys from Dream Team. It's just a couple of players who are probably left up. I did see about 3 knocks going down on the boys from Dream Team. I'm not sure if the entire squad has been sent back into the lobby, but my goodness, things are lighting up right there as they might now turn the sights onto the boys right there from Invincibles. But it's actually the boys from COS who are right next to the Invincibles, and we know that COS will be looking to see if they can get those couple of eliminations to come through up against the Invincibles, but they got to be careful. There's also TOS who's around the vicinity. Although they've lost one of the players, they are still a very dangerous squad. Taking out 10-11 is no small feat, and they've showed that they are capable.
Yes, indeed.
Builds up.
Very, very capable, and clearly you can see from the strategy being employed by CLS, they are going to be trying their possible best to get into the final circle. But you can clearly tell how everybody's being aggressive, moving around in open spaces. These guys have decided to stay in a building and make sure that they secure their spot, making sure that at least they get to top 5, and then they can probably come out from their show. And CLS is a very good team. They are very good at rotating into the final circle, so I would not count them out at all.
Yeah, CLS is one of those squads that does know how to get themselves into good positions. They do it over and over again. And you can see them also now finding themselves in that zone, or in that stage 4, and they're very good at getting into these situations. We'll see how it continues to build out for them. The boys from Invincibles find themselves in that central position too as well. TOS also within this vicinity. There's also Active Gaming, who does have a pretty edge of that zone too, but they've got to be really careful because there's several different ops around them. They are looking to turn the sights onto so many different teams, but Active Gaming has got a building to work with, and Nez is outside. He's trying to scout around this region. He does spot a couple of players making the rotations to this Knock and Lobby, who is going towards that vicinity where the boys from 03 are currently at, and be curious to see how that one continues to build up. But Anez might be needing some support, as I do believe I saw a couple of teams making rotations along his axis.
You know what's interesting here, Act, and I want your opinion about this. Do you think that the fact that we've got 4 games to play, these guys are realizing that it's a do or die affair? Because I am seeing a lot of aggressive play that you'll probably not see on a normal league kind of game, where people are a bit slow trying to accumulate points. It seems like it's a do or die situation, in my opinion. What do you think about that?
I think definitely it's a do or die situation, because we've got very few games, and every single kill or elimination counts right from the start, and we're seeing that happen because all of these teams are trying as much as possible to take on the action right from the very start, because it's not just about getting those placement points, but the elimination certainly would definitely count. But you can also see from the way that they're shaping up, teams are trying to get into a good spot. They're trying to make sure they get into that final circle. They're trying to make sure that they stay alive, and that is the number one priority, while trying to see if they can farm those kills from a distance. And we're seeing the boys from Active Gaming get on the knock onto one of the players right there from No Gaming. It's very tough for a couple of squads right here. The boys from Knock and Lobby, very capable squad, I must say, but they find themselves without a spot right there within that zone, and they're trying to now begin to make the rotations. Are they going to be successful at it? They're moving towards that spot where the boys from CLS are currently at, and we might see something go down between the two of them.
Yes, indeed. And as CLS were holding that building, they have lost Stoner there, and that might be very disappointing for them, knowing that they've been there for a while. And it clearly tells how very, very aggressive Men of Blood are, and how they really, really want to get this done. You can tell how many teams are around CLS right now. CLS might probably put themselves in a big trouble here, because they're going to be surrounded by enemies, and everybody knows they're right there. So it's going to be very, very tough to see how these guys from CLS are going to come out of this particular situation alive.
Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. We'll see how it continues to build up in this particular one and see what teams are going to be moving on to the next circle. We got the boys from O3 who were still down with about 2 players to boot. They lost one of the players quite early on in this one. MOB is also in the conversation of things as they now begin to take on the boys from Knock a Lobby. Thin right there, down on the HP, coming up against 11. But one of the players right there for MOB goes down in his rage and he's trying as much as possible to be careful. He wants to make this push, but there's O3 coming in with the third party. But look at that nade dropping.
What a nade. What a nade that was. Absolutely brilliant, that nade that was. He timed it to perfection and took King down. Right now, his teammates are going to be panicking, and that is something that he probably would want as a situation right now. So when you panic, you don't really think too much. You want to go for the rest, and that could play right into the hands of O3.
Yeah, the boys from O3 playing this quite smart. The region. They now turn the sights onto the boys from MOB who are basically taking on shots onto the boys from CLS, and that will be the end of CLS as it is 11 who just put in that final elimination onto the boys from CLS right there, sending them back into the lobby. Active Gaming as well. They've got themselves 5 eliminations, and their scouts and Nez has just been doing some damage from those scouting positions, but they've got to get themselves into that zone too as well. But they're trying as much as possible to see if they can get the kills from the distance. Surprise, sending on them shots, but now the boys from Active Gaming know that they've got to hop into the vehicles, get into that zone. It is Shad as well as Surprise who are now beginning to move into that edge of that zone. Their scout already has figured a position for them, so that obviously is going to work out. But look at how many teams are within this region. The bodies are dropping left, right, center. There's also the boys from Afro Esports who are now turning their sights onto the boys from TOS. They did some damage right there onto the boys from O3, but O3 still somehow alive in this one. And look at Afro just doing damage left, right, center. They drop channels down to the ground. They get those eliminations confirmed. MOB on the other corner too as well, freely beginning to feel the hurt. And my goodness, Ted Bundy goes down right now, and TOS, who was an amazing squad, is just feeling the heat right next to the boys from Afro Esports, and they will get sent back into the lobby, leaving 5 teams in this one.
Amazing stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. It is about to go down. It is chaotic at its best. There is no peace agreement here. Let me tell you that everybody is going guns blazing, and it is just absolutely brilliant to see how these teams are somehow colliding and making sure that they leave nobody alive in their way.
The shots are being let loose right there. The boys from Afro Esports now beginning to feel the heat of their own too as well, as they try as much as possible to see if they can get into that zone. But there's several different teams already situated along those edges right there. The boys from Active Gaming trying to see if they can move towards an edge, but right now they've got to make that push into that central position where the Invincibles are currently situated at. And you can see Invincibles are trying as much as possible to see if they can keep them at bay, and they drop one of the players right there for Invincibles, and Choco is trying to hold on in this particular one, but he can, and I am trying to see if he can do the damage. Surprise will go down as most Active Gaming keep getting dropped. It was a very tough position for them, but at the end of the day, they will get sent back packing into the lobby. The boys from Invincibles holding on to that position quite well as they defended their position, and they've got 2 players who are currently down. The revives are getting the revives are basically happening right now. They will obviously be getting that revive onto Senior Boy. Choco, doing quite well. They've got a couple of eliminations to boot for themselves, and it does look like the Invincibles might actually take this game. They've got a really good spot in this building, and you can see why there was some Active Game wanted to take that spot, but the third party shots, maybe it was just too soon for them coming into this location. But here's Dolly coming in, trying to do the same thing. It might they be successful this time around. I mean, they have less third parties, and he's able to drop down 1. He drops down 2 coming into the vicinity. He's able to get the knocks to come through, but can't sleep. Let's say something about this one. Dolly has done a fantastic work to breach into this buildings, but he's going to get dropped down from that nade coming through from Sleepless. Sleepless still somehow holding on to this position right there for his team. as he does get that confirmation. And this Afro Esports, who have just been quiet for a while, now seeing this, they've got the numbers to boot. Peach is still alive. Outcast is still right here. And might this be the game, be the moment where they then come into the conversation and seal this game?
Possibly, and now you remember right in the beginning you talked about the caster skills, and here we go, Afro Esports literally in the final sector about to take this down, and it is very clear from Invincibles that they have got to only deal with one person there. And ladies and gentlemen, what a game that was! Absolutely brilliant act. Who won?
We'll see in a moment in time, but
I think it was Afro.
absolutely-
I honestly think it was Afro.
Yeah, the boys from Afro played this one really smart. They got themselves into quite a good position throughout the entire games, and at the end of the day, we did see them getting that winner chicken dinner. I do believe that the boys from Invincibles could have held that position quite better, but Dolly was absolutely outstanding, coming in and breaching those compounds, and that was what changed and turned things around at the end of the day. But great stuff we've done with our first game, and we'll just take a look at the statistics and very soon probably take a break and be right back for some more action.
Interesting stuff there. Brilliant stuff as we seen there with Afro coming with a win. So used to them.
Yeah, lovely stuff coming through right there from the boys from Afro Esports, as they did get that winner chicken dinner on the first game, and that definitely does mean a lot for all of these teams because they got a couple of eliminations too as well. I do believe they got about more than 10 eliminations to put in that game, so we'll see what that does mean for them and the overall points. They've racked up a whole lot of points, and other teams are left trailing as we then move into our second game of the night.
It's quite interesting to see the number of kills a lot of teams did get, and so the winner chicken dinner wouldn't necessarily give a lot of gap, but it would definitely give an edge. But these teams have eliminated a lot. So a lot of teams, maybe I'm thinking maybe about 4 to 5 teams will be really closely matched, and so that brings up the tournament to the last 3 games. It's going to be pretty interesting to see which teams come up on top. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be quite exciting indeed. I cannot wait to see what these teams bring up in the next 3 games.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding stuff coming through right there from so many different teams. The aggression was superb from the beginning. We saw teams like TOS take on 10-11. Every team is being super aggressive. Even Afro Esports and 10-11, who would usually just sweep through the entire lobby, are finding themselves in a situation where the aggression is just too much for them to handle from every single team. Even CLS, who usually will be with that team bullying and finding themselves in great spots, are now also feeling the heat to themselves. Maybe they do need Danny Brown to be injected into the team. We'll find out pretty soon after the break if those changes might just turn things around.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away.
If
smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I...
All right, guys. So welcome. If you're just joining us on board, we had a very superb, interesting game in that first one with the boys from Afro Esports coming out on top at the end of the day. But now we'll be moving on to our second game of the night. But I'm not sure if the leaderboard is ready. Are we going to be having a leaderboard to at least see where everybody is at? I'm not sure, but we'll know in just a couple of moments from our producer if we're going to be seeing that. But regardless of whether it is ready or not, we'll be moving on to our second game of the night. We're now seeing that map moving all the way from that southeastern region right there to that central east region right at Jojopo. And what do you have to say about this one, Isaac? Are you gonna?
This is gonna be an interesting map because I think a lot of teams are gonna probably go to their popular dropout spots, which is usually around school. Rozok, Yasnaya, Shelter, Lipovka. Those are the places that most teams would likely want to go, and it's very good for them because at this point, because of the flight of the plane, you don't get to see a lot of teams landing around you. So you might probably get time to loot up and get ready for a big fight to come. But a lot of teams are also going to find themselves in around the military base area, and in case the circle goes down to military, then active, we're gonna have a bridge fight, and I love to see them bridge fights, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. We love to see that happening as we do have several different teams now beginning to take on their spots right there. We do see the boys from Dream Team and UA as well as Active Gaming around that vicinity all the way towards that southern region at military base. We'll be curious to see where the zone's making that shift. And just speaking about the zone making the shift, we do have it just edging towards that western central region right there. We'll continue to see how that one does develop right here as all of these teams are just gearing up for what is going to be a super amazing fight. So now we'll take a look at the boys from Invincibles. All three brothers coming into this one again with a three-man squad. Nexus is still somehow MIA. He's missing in this one, not quite capable of getting into the action, and he probably would have been needed in this early fight coming through against the boys from No Pressure. We do see the boys from No Pressure right there just within this vicinity, looking to see if they can get into the action themselves. It is Electro Marine and the rest looking to see if they can get a knock or two, but No Name and Psycho may just be able to hold off against the boys from No Pressure. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, indeed, and I do have the kills from the previous game, and we can go through that. So Afro coming in with 9 kills. We've got Invisibles coming with an incredible, if my math is right, that is also about an 8 kills. And we've got Agathi and Smash also coming with 4 kills. And then we've got MOB coming in. I think MOB had the highest kill. They came in with about if my math is right, about 13 kills to MOB. Active coming in with 6 kills. TOS coming with 4 kills.
Amazing stuff. Really aggressive lobby right there. So we did see so much eliminations coming through from so many different teams, showing how active they were at the end of the day. We'll be curious to see if they keep up with this aggression in this particular game and provide us with an absolutely outstanding game. But you just saw right there with the boys from Afro Esports leading the charge right there with 19 points to Booth. I'm not sure if that shows up again, we'll be able to see who was second. But obviously, like we've seen, the boys from Afro Esports are currently leading the charge right there and showing exactly what they are capable of. Solo Esports, we didn't see them get into a lot of action in the previous game. Where were they in the previous game? Were they? I mean, of course they were.
I'm not too sure because I think it were 15 teams in the previous game, but I did not. This definitely didn't see solo, so that's also something we have to look out for.
Okay, definitely. We'll see if they do perform quite as well in this particular one. All right, so we're seeing a couple of teams right they're coming in again as a 3-man squad. The boys from Knock and Lobby 10-11 not able to field a 4-man squad, as well as all 3 brothers in this particular one. They're coming into the mix of things with less numbers, but 10-11 are a very capable squad. They have shown time and time again that they can perform quite well for themselves, and coming into this game, they might just be able to, stomp the lobby, regardless of the fact that they've got only a few squads to boot right there. So we'll see, how that one continues to build up for them right there. All right, so now the boys from No Gaming coming into this game, the last one, they weren't able to really show exactly what they were capable of, and maybe this might just be the time where they will be able to show their dominance. Okay, we're seeing right there on the the positions that teams got eliminated in the previous game, and Solo Esports had gotten eliminated in that 13th position. So obviously they were part of it. They did do quite well for themselves. But what have we got to say about 10, 11? I do think that Cody and his boys will be coming back, in the next game, storming through. I mean, TOS were absolutely smart about how they took that push at the end of the day. It was some great work coming through from no size. I mean, I played with him. I mean, he is an amazing player. I feel like no size is probably like one of the most underrated players in the entire esports scene in Africa, because he's not just a good player, he is like a gamer. So when I mean like people who are gamers, it's like he doesn't play only PUBG. He's good at many games. Like he's good at COD. He's good at Apex. And when I mean good, like Conqueror level good at all of these games. And so he's like one of those players who's like could be a streamer. He's that good. I've known him for quite a while. We've played, and he's very calm. He's very intelligent player. No matter the pressure that's going on, he's always very calm on how he takes on his fights. So he probably will be the one who's in that team. That's a refresher to everybody. You can now see him taking on shots onto video. Look at
Talking about the devil.
Exactly, talking about the devil, the boys on
And they're
TOS.
actually going for Afro too,
Exactly. If anybody's going to stop TOS, it's definitely the Afro is definitely the boys on TOS.
And this is going to be very interesting to see whether they got that kill. Were they able to get that kill? And Hunter seems to be down. Hunter will be crying. And right now, TOS are going to try and push, but it could really, really backfire. Looking at the position that Afro have got right now, Lazy coming through. And I don't know if Lazy takes him down. Oh my days. And Afro are in trouble, Afro are in serious trouble here.
I told you.
What do you think they can do?
I told you. Don't joke with those guys. Don't joke with TOS. I told you this are not like the this was like these players are the players that were probably in back in the days when active gaming was like at the best. This were the guys, right? This were the guys. This were the players. And I do believe, like, I've seen them training in recent times, like, even when they were having bad games, they kept on going on over and over and over and over and over again, and kept on playing really hard to fight out of that game. And I think that one thing that probably has rejuvenated the game the most is no size, because he is a very calm player, and that's what you need. You need calm when there's that storm. You need someone who's always going to say, hey guys, don't worry, I've got him knocked down, don't worry, take it chilled, get that revive, and let's go. But now here is Peachy. Peachy is now the storm for Afro Esports. He's that player who can get that 1v4. So they really need to be careful in this particular fight on how they take on this one, because Peachy is that guy who can, I mean, he's like the best player within Afro Esports, undoubtable, and he can get those knocks to come through. But will the firepower coming from all of these players from Afro Esports from different directions prove to be too much for Peachy?
This is going to be interesting to see a 1v4 coming in from Afro Peachy, and he was trying to pick them off one by we actually down two people, but there's an aggression from Vegas here, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to make it. They have all got to push together. Wow, and Pico takes one down. Pico takes two down. Oh my days, and he completely finishes one. Pico still going, the 10 buddies moving towards Pico. Pico still running around. He's picking them off one by one. This is amazing to see at Fire. Absolutely brilliant stuff there from Pico, even though he has been down, but he took down two people from TOS.
I mean, I told you over and over again, Peachy is definitely not to be toyed with. He's one of those players who can get that 1v4. You could see it right there that the players from TOS probably needed the full squad to push him together. And that's certainly something that you want to be doing if you're going to be taking on the boys from Afro Esports. But they have gotten a couple of kills to themselves, so they were obviously feeling very confident of sealing that game through. And and definitely is what it is. Well, it's Priest, are you back with us now? I see you
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in.
Let's go.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Game my X 2023. What are you saying?
What it is? What it is? Bristol boy, I can hear the crowd behind you. They're basically just cheering on. Everyone is, just lighting up on today's games.
Yeah, man. I'm live here all the way from Lagos.
Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong.
Hey guys, so we did have a little bit of technical difficulties right there. Our production team had to pause for a moment to sort that one out, but now we're getting back into this game. I'm not sure if this is our third game or still the second game. I'm not even sure at this moment right now where we are at, if we're still in the second game. I would love to think that we're still in the second game. This second game. Okay, so guys, we're still in the second game, so we haven't missed so much action yet. But as you can see right there, Knock and Lobby has been sent out of the lobby right there, and then on the other hand, we have 10, 11 players lost, 2 players, no players lost 4. We've still got about 11 bodies right here. The lobby and teams are getting really tight. We can see Shakes the man. Shakes OP is on ground with us right here. But they've lost 2 of their players. But Shakes has come into the conversation right there. And it says the man Kaido. He drops down Dully. Kaido goes down too as well. Now they're gonna need Shakes, but we know that Shakes is the superhero. You know, as long as Shakes is alive, there is hope. But Genos is the superhero killer as he drops down Shakes. And now we're seeing the boys from Active Gaming also beginning to come into the mix of things. Alpha has gotten himself 1 elimination to boot. He's got Balance right there in front of him. He goes right there for the finish and sends him back into the lobby. Alpha doing quite well for the boys from Active Gaming right there. Active Gaming holding what is a central position. They've got a nice threat to come through, but they got to be really careful about this one. CLS also coming into the conversation too as well, but there's also now several different teams around this region active, holding quite what is a good spread. There's so much action happening around this region. Dream Team also in this conversation too as well. Priest, are you here with us? Are you here? Come and see the violence that is happening right
Yeah,
on
well,
this map.
we're trying to sort out a little bit of technicals on my end. I don't know if you guys can
Okay.
hear me.
Okay. I mean, I can hear you. You sound far away from your mic, but I can still hear you as well.
Probably because of the environment
No, I mean, okay. Okay, but so in the meantime, we're going to continue on with the stream. Isaac, you're here with us, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Okay, so you've seen the action that has been happening. TUS is still in the conversation. They've gotten themselves a couple of eliminations to booth right there with I do believe they have about or 4 eliminations as they took out the boys from Afro Esports and continue to do quite well for themselves. But we'll see, what happens in this game as Solo Esports is also beginning to feel the heat.
This boy is on fire. Mighty indeed. His being barbecue, and somehow he's able to survive that particular ordeal, and he's moving right towards a lot of teams there in TUS. Vikings there with Ted Bundy literally holding up in that room there. And oh my God, Ted Bundy comes in and takes Mighty down. And we see MOB moving through as well. And clearly, just like we saw reminiscence of exactly what happened in the first game, it is happening again in the second game. Everybody going guns blazing. What do you think about that, Act?
It's quite an interesting time for a lot of these teams right here. The boys from Active Gaming holding quite what is a good position. Creed now beginning to feel the heat coming in from Shad. He's got to try as much as possible to see if he can get that revive just in time. You can see the damage pulling onto his position as the boys from Active Gaming are now trying as much as possible to see if they can take out a couple of teams around this region. Shad has got to be careful. He does get spotted. He gets dropped down. And he's outside that zone, so the boys from Active Gaming might not be taking the risk to come to his aid and his position. But now, surprise, probably has spotted Creed. Might be looking to see if he can take him out of the game. Shots currently down. The boys from Active.
This is a love story happening here. This is a love story. Active Gaming versus TOS. This is a love story right about now. Act. Tell me about it. What are you thinking right now?
I mean, it's the past. It's the new versus the past, and it is Vegas who is left right here. It's Anes versus Vegas coming in right here, and Anes does get that final clutch to give the boys from Active Gaming the winner chicken dinner in this one right here. I mean, you still got to give it to the boys from Team West. They were left with just a 2-man squad after they had taken out Afro Esports, probably taking out one of the best teams right there in the lobby, and found themselves in that final circle up against a full squad from the boys from Active Gaming, who did put up quite a strong performance to seal that game through. So great stuff coming on from the boys from Active Gaming in that second game of the night. The first game went to the boys from Afro Esports. Second to the boys from Active Gaming, and we still got 2 games to go.
Yes, we definitely got 2 games to go, and it's going to be very interesting to see. Priest, what did you feel? What did you see in the arena there? Tell me about the sensational moments that you've seen right there in the arena, Priest.
Yeah, I mean, as
Okay, so we can't hear Priest for now.
and again, they're not getting my audio.
We can hear you now, Priest.
Okay, we can hear you now, Priest. But for now, we'll just take a look at the statistics as we do see the boys from Active Gaming getting 18 points in that one. They do finish that game. They've got their overall ranking is second place, so they're second place right next to the boys from Afro Esports. This does move them all the way on top, but they finished this game with 18 points, and they have done, quite well for themselves at the end of the day. Face off up against the boys from Tryout Squad. You can see that their match ranking is first and second. Match points 8, as well as Tryout Squad getting 5 of those match placement. Well, Q points 8 versus 5. Tryout Squad doing quite well for themselves as they took out one of the best teams within the region. You can say basically that Tryout Squad did sacrifice
I
Like,
don't know.
did God's
Literally.
work for the
Yeah,
lobby.
they did go elsewhere
They
for
did
the lobby,
God's work for
literally,
the lobby. Yeah.
and I dare to say it looks like every time tryout squad lands, they go for the juggler. The first game they went for 10-11. Now they went for Afro. Who is to say they're gonna go for active in the third game? That would be interesting to see if they take out active to make sure that they try and climb up those points a bit.
I definitely don't want to be facing the boys from COS quite early on. You don't want to face no size on those boys because they are absolutely incredible squad. To boot. But at the end of the day, we did see there was some MOB also. We didn't talk about them. Put up quite a performance in that particular game and get themselves all the way into that second spot with the overall points that were accumulated in that particular game. They did finish in fifth place, but would you look at the amount of eliminations that they were able to rack up right there? They got 7 elims in that particular game, and it was quite a crazy amount of eliminations as well.
Okay, there's a lot of noise coming there from Priestess Mike. Act as you can see the excitement that is going on in the LAN event, and as you can see, our MVP being 11 from MOB with 6 eliminations and overall kills of 10, and pretty much the best player in the game. But somehow they didn't win the game. So sometimes that goes to tell that it's not necessarily the best player that ends up winning the game, but the best team that ends up winning the game.
Absolutely. We'll see, what that does mean at the end of the day. But look at the amount of kills coming through from boys from Dream Team as well as 10-11. And 10-11 coming through with Shegs right there. Another team that is outstanding. But you just got to give it to the lobby, regardless of whatever happens. This lobby has been absolutely outstanding. Teams like CLS, teams like O3 Brothers are still putting up quite an amazing fight, regardless of the fact that O3 Brothers have not been able to field a full team with Nexus Scorrington missing. They're still able to, fight really strong in this game. Afro Esports coming into this one, not being able to put in their dominance and stamp their foot down with Peachy missing in that early fight up against the boys from TOS, who took the opportunity and sealed 3 eliminations quite early on. Left with Peachy. Peachy tried his very best, but coming up against a full TOS squad, he was only able to take 2 down before he finally got taken out by Vegas. So quite incredible stuff in that previous game. But you just got to say, looking at the top players of the day, 11 with 6 eliminations to boot. Kaido is the main man as well for the boys from 10-11, continuing to put on the onslaught right there on the lobby. But you just got to give it to Stoner as well, who continues with that dominant performance. There's also Chris, who's in the mix of things too as well. Chris has got 4 eliminations to himself, and the very one Alpha coming through for the boys from Active Gaming right there. But I do believe that they did not calculate Anez's elimination, because if my memory serves me right, Anez in the first game had about 5 eliminations.
5, yeah, about 5 eliminations. Yeah.
I think there's something wrong there.
And look at the total overall ranking there. Men of Blood right now in the top position with Active Gaming coming in the second position. Afro Esports in the third position with Tryout literally in the fourth position with 17 points. Invisibles in the fifth position with 15 points. And First Attics in the sixth position with 10 points. Dream Team Esports in the seventh position with 9 points. And we've got 10-11 with in the 8th position with 9 points in total. Cyclone Shield Esports coming in the 9th position with 8 points in total. I mean, if you're looking at the first to 9, they seem pretty close. A good game from any of these boys can literally turn everything around.
Yeah, incredible stuff coming through right there from everyone within this game. But now you see the second page going down. It is no pressure. O3 Brothers, Unsolid Army, Solo Esports, Knock and Lobby, and No Gaming, who find themselves in that bottom half, who've got to put in quite some performances to boost themselves all the way up. But one good game could just turn things around and find a team like even O3 on no pressure all the way at the top of the entire leaderboard. Regardless of the point that they are separated by about 20 points, things could turn around at any given moment in time, and you never know how it's going to go. So we'll see in a couple of minutes as we do proceed very soon into the third game of the night, who is going to still remain on top and be favorites to claim the entire trophy.
So today's match, day one, we've already played 2 games. We'll be moving on to our third game, and it's going to be very interesting to see which team will probably come up on top. And I don't know what map we'll be playing, but for the fact that we played 2 Erangels, maybe we're probably going to go for a third Erangel map. Who knows? There it is. Yeah, most likely it's a full Erangel map in all 4 games. Afro Esports coming in with the first game, active game in the second game. Who takes the third game? We will see, ladies and gentlemen, how that pans out. But if you're a betting man, I don't know who you guys are gonna bet on, but if you're a betting man, who you're gonna bet on?
It's quite tough. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, we're entering into a phase where I really, really, really want to be careful with my caster core superpowers. I don't want to root for anybody, so I'm just gonna hold on to this one. I have who I'm praying for, but I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it right now. So I'm gonna just hold on to that in my mind, like just keep it cool for now. I will let you know when we're done who I was rooting for. Yeah.
But then going based on the statistics, you can see the consistency in this team in active gaming. So they have been quite consistent. So you can't rule them out, as well as Tryout Squad as well. They have been consistent trying to pull up in all the games so far. So these 2 teams might potentially come up with something. However, I do see another breakthrough probably coming in from Invincibles as well and CLX. If they can get their mojo back and actually be aggressive and push and actually take on better positions, they could potentially do something. Because if you look at the points, it's not too much, and 2 games, it's a lot. Accumulated of points, you can easily topple up the top easily.
Yeah. And you could never rule out teams like 10, 11 because they could come out storming through in the second, in the third, and the fourth game. Shex is one of those players who does have a lot of experience coming in from Slime 4KT, and they are known for sealing victories like this at the very last moment. So you never really know how it's going to go down. But there's also Afro Esports, who is within the mix of things too as well, who can come in, and remember, they are currently sitting down in that third spot already. So what they do require is just probably one very dominant game, and they might find themselves untouchable at that number 1 spot. So things could change up at any moment. But this third game definitely will signal to us who might find themselves at the end of the day on top.
I do believe so, and I think it's going to go down to the last oil, because if you look at the way the table has been changing from game to game, first game it was out for the second game, now another team has toppled them off. And interesting, it's a team that didn't even win the chicken dinner. So it's not technically about the winner in the chicken dinner, but more about accumulating those skills and making sure you're in a good placement position. So in the third and fourth game, anything can happen to me, and I'm so excited. I'm pumped right now, and I hope you guys who are there in the LAN event are also pumped as we are right now to see who comes up on top in the third and fourth games.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see, what happens. All right. So in the meantime, we'll be taking a short break. But when we're back, we'll be moving into our third game of the night. This is what certainly a lot of people will be anticipating for, and we'll see who ends up being on top. For now, let's take a quick break and be right back for some more action. See you soon.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away.
can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open.
All right, guys, so we're getting back into the mix of things right here as we'll be moving into our third game of the night. It has been a very superb, interesting one. We've been filled with a little bit of technical difficulties, but regardless of that fact, we've seen some aggressive gameplay coming through for the entire lobby as the boys from Afro Esports finished in first place in the first game, and the second one we saw the boys from Active Gaming. But regardless of that fact, it was still the boys from Air Obli who did find themselves on top, which means that they've been super aggressive with getting those kill points to come through. So right now, we'll see at the end of the day who gets this third winner chicken dinner.
The third winner chicken dinner, ladies and gentlemen, that is the prize right now. Eranjo, third map of the game. And all of these teams have been prepping themselves and getting ready to, boost their points on the leaderboards. Afro Esports, Cyclone Shield, 10-11, Solo, No Pressure, The Invincibles, O3 Brothers. All of these teams have been vying. I've been watching the reactions live from the venue, and it has been absolutely breathtaking. So Gamer has been bringing up. Unfortunately, there's no camera to catch the live reactions and the feed from the players, but it has been absolutely insane. The time that 10-11 got taken out in the last game, and the time that Afro Esports got that first chicken dinner, and Active Gaming the second chicken dinner, all of the players, you could see the joy on their faces, winning those games. So it's been absolutely breathtaking watching them perform at this level. Fire, absolutely breathtaking stuff. But big shout out to Gamer for bringing us all of this action and all of this content. $15,000 up for grabs. That the pressure, that the pressure, the pressure is gonna be all the way up to the roof right now. It's gonna be absolutely insane right now. Fire, I mean, what would you do right now if you had $15,000? Tell me, what would you do right now?
Oh,
if God. Wait, let me tell you. Me first.
Hold on. You're making me blush. You're making me blush. You're making me blush. Nothing can make me blush like money. Money will make me blush. Ah, God.
No, they lie. Arsenal can make me blush too.
No, Arsenal can make me blush if they win Champions League. But still, I mean, Arsenal is not in the finals of Champions League. We're in the finals of this. So, I mean, that money is making me feel very, I'm blushing right now. I'm really blushing, I can simp for money. If you want to simp
there for sure.
If you want to, simping is unacceptable, but I mean, I think everyone would agree that simping for money is fully acceptable, yeah.
No, surely. I mean, I'm at Echo Hotel right now, one of the best hotels in Nigeria. If I had like $15,000, definitely I would go lodge one room, make I just use and guide, just guide myself.
Just guide.
One soft baby girl, just one soft baby girl in my.
You
taking care
know,
of me, something like that. But that's just me though. Some others, they'll take it to school and all of that stuff. Great,
you
great,
know.
great stuff for you. But no be me be that. But Afro Esports here, all the way out here in Malta, fighting for their lives. They've got a couple of ops around their position, but it might take a little bit more, to send them back into the lobby. Solo Esports, on the other hand, Majesty with 2 eliminations on his belt right there, and it looks like Solo Esports have started to, raise the bar for themselves. They've not necessarily had the best couple of games starting off, but knowing them and the performance that they had,
Mic off.
in the just concluded World Esports Championship Africa Regional Finals. I know you watched that, where Nigeria didn't necessarily do the best, but Senegal did a fantastic job in that tournament. They didn't win, but they put their name out there. Diags, UG Boy, and the rest of them, so did a fantastic job. But so far in the game at X, they've not been able to find their footing. What strategy do you think Solo Esports can adopt to improve, their standing on the leaderboard right now?
I think that definitely we're going to see them, step things up, obviously. But sometimes this is a very aggressive lobby. Very very aggressive. So many different teams that are performing at their top right now. I mean, 10, 11, are performing, are playing one of the best gameplays that they've played in a very long time. And you can see them sitting down all the way in that eighth position. You do have the boys from IC, Invincibles, TOS, who were one of, a lot of them were representatives from Ghana, who also really did well. I think they came fourth in that All African competition too as well. We've spoken about that. And so it's a lobby filled up with so many teams that are super aggressive. So that probably is what is tough for the boys for Solo Esports, that they're finding themselves in a lobby where every single team almost feels like a fight for your life.
Yeah, you were right about that one. Fight for your life is sure, because with the size of that prize pool, I mean, if you're not fighting for that for your life, what are you really fighting for? The Invincibles, on the other hand, they are fighting and losing Chinese and Senior Boy. The last two left, unfortunately, they got blown away earlier on. And hopefully they will be able to get themselves back onto their feet right now, because you're seeing them on the leaderboard. They're not too far away from that first place position. Again, the numbers are not looking too shabby for them. They do not necessarily need to travel too far away from this position, 500 meters outside of our phase one circle. So all they need to do is just advance a little further inside. They've already lost two, so it would be wiser for them to play a little bit of advantage. I think they did lose two players to the guys from Solo Esports, and coming in from this Giorgio pool position, it might take a little bit of more intel for the guys from Solo to make that final push. But Fire, you saw, in the last game, how Solo Esports were able to navigate through that position and hold out. But will they be able to do more of the same now, to boost themselves up on that leaderboard?
I think definitely that but several different things might play into their hands if they do find themselves not taking on some teams that are super aggressive, and are able to get some knocks up against some other teams. Then yes, maybe that might work out for them. If they come up against an Invisible team that is just two players and they're able to get those extra eliminations, that will work out for them. But if they do come up against a team like Afro Esports 10-11 that does play a similar aggressive style as them, then they might just find themselves on the back foot. But now turning the sights right here, as we have spoken, Majesty getting that knock up against I Am and is able to put him down to the ground. That does leave Senior Boy. He's the last one left right here. You can see Majesty. He's not waiting for his team. He's going in for the juggler. He's going in for that last player. He's looking for that last elimination to come through. But he's got to be careful, because if Senior Boy does catch him off guard, it might just mean that they could have a casualty right here.
Senior Boy has been compromised, unfortunately. They know his position, but will he be able to snatch at least one extra point for the Invincibles before he gets sent back into the lobby? On his left side, player comes from the right, and he is going to be stepped on like a cockroach. Back into the lobby he goes, and that will be the end of the Invincibles, unfortunately. And hopefully they will be able to wake up in the final game. But Solo Esports reclaiming their mandate. 4 eliminations, 3 to Majesty, 1 to Doctor.
Definitely great stuff going down for the boys from Solo Esports right there. They do find themselves getting those eliminations to come through right there and send back the boys from Invincibles, who are definitely no pushover in this one. But turning our sides right now, we do see the boys from MOB just rotating around, and we definitely got to give it to the boys from MOB. I mean, 11 is not in this game right now. I'm not sure exactly what's happening with 11, but he has been the main man so far. You can see right there when the statistics were shown, he was number one on the MVP list with 10 eliminations in those two games. So we'll see at the end of the day what that does mean for the boys from MOB, the fact that they do not have him in this game.
Yeah, Men of Blood have been absolutely terrorizing the lobby so far. Big shout out to 11, 10 eliminations so far. He's been able to rise above the ranks there, so that tells you a little bit of how he has been able to perform, so far coming into game three. Two games he was in, and he was able to snatch, 10 eliminations. So that tells you that, yes, they've got a little bit of strategy that they're trying to work with. But unfortunately, he's not going to be in game three. I'm not sure what went on or what's going on right now, but I'm guessing, maybe there's going to be a little switch on the roster, because I can see for a fact that Baby is here, and Baby is right here at the venue. I have eyes on him right now, and he's focused, head down, using all of his fingers on the screen, trying to feed some intel to the rest of the teams right there. But Afro Esports into a little bit of action here against the guys from No Pressure, and one of the invited teams, I might add. It might take a little bit more here, but Glick still get that first knock onto Neo. Afro Esports on the back end here. They've been able to get a chicken dinner, but they've not been able to replicate it just yet. Peachy, that Peachy tax that these teams have to pay. But hopefully this time around he will be able to escape just in time. Fortunate position, for the guys from No Pressure. They're a two-man team, Fire. Do you think they'll be able to crack this code?
Yeah, I definitely think that they might find themselves taking it out right here, but they do, if they're able to drop Peachy down. Peachy is the one who could turn this fight around. If they do get a casualty, and that casualty is Peachy, then they may just stand a chance to take out the boys from Afro Esports. Because every time I see Afro Esports losing a fight, it means that Peachy is not within the vicinity, and three of the players gets dropped down, or Peachy gets dropped down first of all, because Afro Esports is just a different team when Peachy is moving. But
that is what you call Baybot, yeah. That is what you call Baybot, yeah. 3 bodies
What
on the
is
ground
this?
now. No pressure.
What is
No
this?
pressure. Making the advance. The outcast tries to pop through, but Afro Esports sent away. They sent them packing. They don't think that they're going to go for sure. Back they go, Afro Esports. Back they go. Courtesy of No pressure. Back they go, Fire. I don't even have the words. I do not have the words.
What was that? What did we see?
All I saw was a VSS. I didn't even hear the sound. All I saw was a VSS. And next thing you know, there was bodies everywhere, man. Bodies to the left, bodies to the right. Afro Esports decapitated, cut off at the knees by No Pressure. No Pressure were not pressured at all in a 4 versus 2. And Afro Esports, unfortunately, one of the teams that had been poised to win, they've fallen off. And now it's anyone's game, Fire. It is anyone's game.
My goodness, that there are definitely two teams that you would obviously be looking to perform quite well in today's game, and Afro Esports is one of them. We've seen them, be recent champions in other competitions and do quite well for themselves. So obviously you'd be expecting them to do quite well in that fight. Now they started off quite well for themselves, but at the end of the day, that was some magical performance coming in from the boys from No Pressure right there, as they did find themselves getting the eliminations up against the boys from Afro Esports. So great job for the boys right there from Afro Esports. But now we turn our sights onto Dream Team and Active Gaming. They can see Surprise just evading the shots coming through right there from Lucid, as he tries to make sure that he gets one of those knocks to come through. But all these teams are now continuing on with their rotations. You can see Lucid is trying as much as possible to see if he can take on Surprise from Active Gaming, but Surprise is trying as much as possible to see if he can continue to navigate away from this region. And you can see that Lucid is on that chase up against Surprise right there, and he tries to see if he can get the knock to come through. It connects a little bit, but Surprise will be evading that one for now. And you can see that everyone in the lobby is super like, there's just something about this game. It's like they want the action. No one is holding back. People are chasing, and you love to see it, Chris. You love to see it.
Active Gaming, though, on the rear end, trying to work their magic from this position. They have a fantastic Active trying to work this position from this area. They're looking very interested, in holding the high ground for oncoming push. I believe that is the strategy here. They're trying to navigate this entire area. Dream Team will be in the area as well, and I think all of the teams are having the same idea. Making these rotations, trying to find a little bit of an inkling at a higher ground position to play from, and get all of the intel that they need to work all of the angles to get eyes on every single team, or get the maximum amount of intel to work with going into the next couple of circles. We are in phase 2 of the circle. This is match 3, so the person who wins this match is going to be very, very crucial, very, very determinant in how the tournament progresses so far. My eyes are set on the guys from 10-11. This is their opportunity to steal something, to take something away from this
You know
game.
what, Priest? You know what, Priest? Just like Afro Esports have been taken out by No Pressure, and I feel like No Pressure has done the Lord's work for the entire lobby by taking out Afro Esports. We need another savior to take out 10-11, because the thing about 10-11 is that they're one of those teams that once they do get into that rhythm, if they get into that rhythm, and you know that rhythm I'm talking about, that rhythm that gets Sex to bend in one corner, and bend in one way, to do one kind of movement, and once he gets into that twist, once he bends his waist like that, and oh my goodness, they will start to get the eliminations to come right there. But taking a look at the boys from TOS, it is Ted Bundy, well, he now calls himself Bunda, who does get one elimination to come through against the boys right there from No Pressure. But I still feel like TOS, you can do something for us again. You can take out the boy from 10-11, because if they do, I still feel like 10-11 is the team to beat, because those guys can grab 2 winning chicken dinners and seal this tournament.
Well, I mean, that would be a sight to see. Currently sitting,
I mean,
all the way out there in
are you
ninth
still
place.
doubting Shegs? I mean, come on. He's done it over and over and over and over and over again. So, I mean, statistics shows that, come on, the most likely thing to happen is that they'll do it over and over again. But now, look at Glixie.
Glixie.
Ooh.
That was tasty. That was a tasty one. That is the
Of course.
danger of the shotgun there. That is absolutely dangerous play coming
Yeah.
in from the guys from Knock and Lobby. They allowed Glixie the opportunity there, but fortunately for them, they swarmed right through, and that is something a lot of teams need to learn. Swarming, especially in a scenario of a 4 versus 1, all you got to do is overwhelm the enemy. We saw that a couple of teams just couldn't do that. In the last game, we saw, I believe, the guys from Trial Squad trying to take on Afro Esports, and Pichi single-handedly filed them out because they were attacking as a single unit. If they had attacked as a team, most likely, just like Einstein said, if they had attacked like a team, they would have come out on top. All they had to do was swarm him, and he would have been overwhelmed. But they started filing in one after the other, and he made them suffer for it. But now, Knock and Lobby did not make that mistake. They saw that Glixie was all alone, and they rushed him almost immediately.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Great stuff coming through in this particular game. We'll see, how things continue to flow as the boys from MOB are doing their thing right here. They continue to inch quite closer towards the boys from 10-11. And you do have the boys from 10-11 coming through around this corner. Beko currently just scanning around. Now this is a very important fight, Priest, for the entire lobby, because either way, whoever wins could ignite something on this lobby. If the boys from MLB win this particular fight, they could go on and seal themselves as on that #1 spot. If 10-11 does win, they could begin the onslaught that we spoke about. He was just annihilating everybody and then taking on that #1 spot again. So this fight could trigger something really dangerous in the entire game, and it is very crucial to this game.
Things could change very, very drastically. Their play zone moves all the way towards the north western side. Rozok fully in play. All of the teams starting to make their rotations. I believe the guys from O3 already choosing that northern side to navigate through, and it can take a lot of energy, to hold out that position. Might require a little bit too much than they're willing to give, but I'm hopeful to see how that is going to work through there. 10-11 also making the same rotation just behind O3. There's a possibility that these two teams will a lot of work that goes into how they're trying to hold off these positions. No gaming on the other hand, unfortunately. They've lost Bibs, but they still have a three-man team that they will be able to work something on. Sprays coming through from Oddman, tries to connect a couple of shots with the DP, but it fails woefully at that. And now would be the chance for him to move out of this position and find another place to call home. The rest of the guys from No Gaming, fortunately, do have play zone advantage, at least for now, but it will move. I believe it will move all the way more to the western side just to reach out, and trying to see how the rest of these teams will be able to hold off.
Yeah, we're curious to see what happens at the end of the day and how they can hold off right there, as we do see everyone just gearing up for what is going to be an incredible fight. You can see the boys from MLB rotating around the boys from Active Gaming. And Nez looking to see if he can get that elimination to come through. The boys from Active have several different teams rotating around this particular region, but now we turn our sights onto the boys from Solo as well, who are trying as much as possible to see if they can get those eliminations to come through. They've lost one of the players. We spoke about them quite early on. How can they begin to come into this game and provide a better performance? We do see Icy right here within this building. They're down to just 2 players left, and we'll see what that does mean for them eventually. But man, Priest, I mean, what do you think about the game you've seen so far?
I'm interested in seeing how those teams that are trying to crack the top, the strategies they're going to adopt. Afro Esports has been sent out of the lobby. It's really open season now. Anyone who wins the game will change the game, that is for sure. Tryout squad in serious danger. Lazy, rather, the last one up here on the southern side, trying to spray on 2. And Active Gaming, on the other hand, are still playing a defensive game. And Ness trying to pop through the window, phases through there with the UMP, and he is going to get another beautiful touch from Anes and a confirmation onto Ted Bundy. He is going to be sent back into the lobby. Lazy, like I said earlier, he is the last one left in an interesting position to hold out for the guys from Tryout Squad. Unfortunate scenes for them here. They are stepping farther and farther away from that prize money, and it is an unfortunate turn of events. Active Gaming up 4 eliminations, and a couple of interesting plays coming in from them, trying to hold on deep inside of that Rozok area, inside of the zone right there. They are heavily adapting to the game there, and I'm loving watching Active Gaming. If they can win the next game, if they can win this game, then it's a money run into the final game for every other team.
Yeah, definitely. That does put them all the way on top right there. So you can see with those eliminations that has now finally come through. But it's not just about getting those eliminations. To seal the game would definitely mean a whole lot for them. Afro Esports has been taken out. So now it's down to MOB, and Active Gaming to continue to boost themselves all the way up on that leaderboard. As you can see, that circle definitely making that shift. It does put the boys from Active Gaming still within that vicinity. And now the rest of the players from Active are currently now pushing on to this position to look to see if they can take out the last player there for TOS. Shad has currently been gunned down, but Lazy is still fighting on over and over again to see if he can hang on to this game for their life. But the rest of the players right there for Active Gaming are currently pulling up onto this region. It is Anez who is trying as much as possible to see if he can hold on to this game. He pulls up onto this region and he takes out the last player right there, as Lazy will get sent back into the lobby.
Ooh, Active Gaming getting super active. Elimination after elimination after elimination. They are not taking their foot off the gas. They can smell that Gamer X money. They can smell being called Gamer X champions. I have been chilling so far, with Surprise. He's right here in the venue, participating right now. Head all the way down and focused on his phone screen as he continues to send all of these shots. And now shots continue to flow through again. Ninja will be the victim this time. 0-3 in serious trouble. Smokes go out. Fortunately for No Name, he will be able to get that reset. And they are going to be set up back to a 3-man team. It's an unfortunate setup for them as well, as Genos was knocked away and sent back into the lobby earlier. O3 have been struggling the past couple of months. I'm not sure what has been going on in that camp, but they have been struggling. Fire, do you have any idea why O3 is not blowing the lobby away right now? Because, you know, I've known them to be the team that does that. What do you think is the strategy they need to employ here?
I think obviously Nexus is not within the team, and I think that that definitely is affecting them because you know he is their IGL. He's the one who directs the play. He's sort of like the director, you know, and the one who dictates how they move, how they rotate. So you can see that definitely without him, who is I think he's also sort of like IGL slash Fragger, you know, because he does put up quite a great individual performance for them, regardless of the fact that he's IGL. So I think not having him on ground definitely doesn't do them, you know, any favors. But now here comes the boys from Solo Esports who are coming up again. But ooh, that knee could have done something.
That is the one you call a carabon. He literally just landed and exploded side by side from your mites there, but he is able to feign left and right and dodge all of the bullets there. First Arctics all the way down to the last player, and he's right here in the venue. You can see, I wish the camera could just pan to your mites right now. You would see him just trying to survive solo while the rest of his teammates have been sent back into the lobby. But now here's Doctor making an advance. Solo Esports up 7 eliminations. They're starting to make an advance one after the other. DBS and M4, that's the combo right now you're trying to be on. But the play zone has shifted all the way a little bit towards the eastern side, and now the rest of these teams will need to hop into vehicles and make an advance just a little further inside of that zone. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how they navigate it as well. You know, we've got 11 teams in the cut right here and 34 players. The play zone is too big, it is too small, and the players are way too big. Solo Esports will have to rise to the occasion to get some more numbers in the cut right now.
Yeah, but I think it will still work well for them because the zone is moving around Rosehawk and there's still a lot of buildings for those teams to occupy with, rather than it being just an open field where you can just basically just take out several different teams. But regardless of that fact, there's still got about 11 bodies. MOB still within this conversation, turning the sights onto the boys from Dream Team. Our Dream Team has just 2 bodies who are already left up, and you can see the shots being let loose. Roach turning his sights onto the boys from Knuckle Lobby, looking to see if he can keep them at bay. And he's trying as much as possible to, well, not at bay actually. They need to rotate into that spot right there, and looking to see if they can take it away from them.
Taking it away from them would be the right course of action. This part of the play zone is very, very tasty. Cyclone Shield making a fantastic rotation in from the southern side, and they will be holding this place for this position. Knocking away, and might just get knocked as well. Thing will be the next one to go down. Roach sprays and sporadically towards the ball. Again, he's trying to hold off Knocking Lobby now. Spread thin, left and right. 2 players sent back into the lobby, and Manny has been knocked away. The return fire absolutely beautiful from Knocking Lobby, but unfortunately they're spread away too thin. Balabulu, the town hall, he's all the way on the rear end trying to spot Falcon, and he is going to feed some intel there to the rest of his team. But you can see the guys from No Gaming will be on the rear end there. He has to be careful of that position, and Solo Esports on the other hand have finally made an advance inside of that place. Too many teams inside of that zone again, and another advantage they're trying to pop through. DBS trying to space the mind. He tries to pop through again, plays through the window, pops again towards the left, but his teammate is there. Ninja's the one who pulls up, will catch Creed, sends him down into the ground as well, and I'm not sure if he's going to get that one from Ninja, but Solo Esports where they did not. So, and another DBS from Mighty sends another one down to the ground, and now is the advance, and that will be the end of the guys from Men of Blood, courtesy of that DBS. Solo Esports up 9 eliminations, and hopefully they will be able to get some more.
Yeah, Solo Esports being absolutely stunning in this one as they continue on with their onslaught. They still have about 3 members of their team currently up in this one, and they've taken on the guys who, before coming into this game, were sitting down in that number 1 spot. So Solo Esports doing quite well for themselves. The boys from Active Gaming as well, losing one of their members. I think they've lost another member, so they're down to just 2 players left in this particular game, and the guys who were sitting down on top, Active Gaming as well as MOB, really beginning to feel the hurt in this game. It'll be curious to see how it does flow. But Solo Esports are the team that is currently leading the charge as they continue on with their onslaught. They're really close to the boys from Active Gaming, so we'll be curious to see, if they do pull up onto that region. But look at the position that CLS has. They're currently watching that position where Active Gaming is currently at, and Solo Esports or the boys from 1011 do pull up onto that vicinity, they might just get into the crosshairs of, the players from CLS right here. So we continue to keep an eye on that and see how it does be like. But look at that position of your mind. Chris, it is just party after party at every single corner.
Party after party, and unfortunately, your might will be partying all the way back into the lobby. And an unfortunate turn of events there. Hopefully he will be able to do something in the next game. But absolutely fantastic play coming in as well. And again, all of these teams a little bit on tour. They've not made it inside of that play zone. 10-11, on the other hand, have started to make do with this position. They pull up just in time here, and an interesting split being held off. The utility starting to come out. Shregs pops a smoke right in front, just in front of the vehicle there, and Cyclone Shield, it now would be the time for them to make an advance and hold off. But beautiful play coming in from 10-11. They are beautifully spread, trying to hold off, and again the spray continues right into the smoke. Roach continues to spray on as God makes an advance, trying to pop through the corner from Roach there. 9 eliminations for Cyclone Shield, and it looks like the match is getting some more again. Another spray from Falcon this time. Connects to another shot. Shred will be the next one to go down. 10-11 in danger. Roach Beggar will be spotted, and that will be the end. 10-11 sent back into the lobby. 13 eliminations for Cyclone Shield. You can hear them cheering in the background right now. One step closer to that chicken dinner. 0-3 on the other hand, making the advance, trying to hold front position. They've got 0 eliminations, unfortunately. The chicken dinner can only be their savior.
Man, absolutely amazing stuff coming through from all of these guys right here as we this particular one. The boys from CLS putting in an amazing performance in this game as they are currently sitting down with 15 and can make it 16 eliminations to boot. If they do grab that winner chicken dinner, I do think they could find themselves all the way on top of the entire leaderboard right now, and would definitely find it really difficult for them. Definitely make it really difficult for a lot of teams to catch up with them. But we're curious to see what that means at the end of the day, as the boys from CLS do have those maximum numbers to come through, but there's still Ninja, there's still No Name, there's still Psycho who are in between them and getting that victory at the end of the day. In the Axe from Solo Esports is also within the mix, and if one of the players right there from CLS gets dropped down, it might just mean that the boys from O3 might just get the opportunity to turn things around right here.
Yes, I can see everything turning around. I can see that grenade about to land on No Name there. If he's not careful enough, tries to fade from the left-hand side. Cyclone Shield surrounding, terrorizing, bodies dropping everywhere they touch. And Falcon will be the one this time. DBS tries to connect, but that will be the end. Cyclone Shield will take that chicken dinner with, I think, a whopping 16 or 18 eliminations. I lost count. You are looking for. Fire, Isaac, how did that game make you guys feel?
Man,
what a game that was indeed. Act, and if you recall, I called out that CLS, they might potentially win this game because you could tell how good these guys are when they get their momentum going. Once they get to that final second, it is almost impossible to take away CLX from that game. And look at that. Right now, the overall ranking in the second position with just one good game with 19 eliminations and a 10-point match point, giving them a total of 29 points. Amazing coming there from CLS with that absolutely outstanding gameplays, positioning, awareness, the way they were aggressive, the way they handled enemies. I was just spot on. That was top level stuff there coming from CLS. Act, what do you think about that?
I think definitely the hearts are beating right now. The tension is now going to be getting to a lot of these teams, and you can see the boys from CLS putting up quite a great, massive performance and storming the entire lobby and found themselves in that second spot. Now things will begin to open up. But where I did think that they sealed this game was when they took on the boys from 10-11. 10-11 have not been able to quite get into their rhythm so far, and we've not been able to see them put in the performance that everyone would expect. 10-11 Afro Esports have not been able to really do their thing, so far. But definitely, you cannot still rule out Afro Esports because they're still somewhere in that top five. A good performance like this could see Afro Esports winning in that fourth game of the night. So this is still down to this very last game.
It is going to be very interesting, and I would want Priest to probably give us a rundown as to how the prize pool is going to be shared, because this is it right now. This is the la creme of the gamer event in terms of the PUBG series. This is what it comes down to. This is where the money is made, and CLS coming in whooping 18 kills and 10 points coming as well. That gives them a total of 28 points. Solo coming in with 10 and 5. Active with 7 and 4. 3 with 2 and 9. I think is that 9 or 6. I think it's 6. 2 and 3 from 10, 11, and just rightly as you spotted it out, CLX, the game changer was when they fought 10, 11. When they dismantled 10, 11, there's this thing about PUBG where there's like a blood rush, right? Once you take out a very good team, your blood rushes and there's an adrenaline, and then capable of taking anybody on because you've been able to take one of the best teams out. So clearly that really played a role psychologically on Cyclone Esports, because we haven't really necessarily seen them perform, but that's one good game they had, and my oh my, have they performed to an astronomical level. Looking at the match rankings here for the third game of the day, Cyclone coming with 28 points. We have got Solo there coming in the second position, Active in the third position, 03 Brothers in the fourth position, 10, 11, the fifth position, NP in the sixth position, IC the seventh position, on Solid Army in the eighth, Dream ninth, Men of Black. Interesting that MOB actually in the 10th position, so they need to do a lot, including MOB and Afro and Invisible, and as well as Tryout Squad. They have got to really push up in this last game if they want to maintain their spots, and I definitely want to see how the overall rankings will be, because that will be interesting, because this right now is it. This is it, chat. This is it. People in the LAN event, this is it. This is the Gamer X PUBG Grand Finale about to happen in the fourth game to come. I am so pumped, and I don't know what you guys are feeling, Acting Priest. What are you guys feeling for the fourth game?
Man, it will be a super interesting game, because there's so many teams that are gearing up for that prize as the champions. Okay, so yeah, it will be super interesting to see who comes out on top in this fourth game.
So now here coming in as the MVP of the game with 6 eliminations. Wow, an overall kill of 10, overall ranking of 2 as well. Interesting stuff. They're coming in from Stoner, and I think he was like a sleeping god. Literally, he just woke up and absolutely went on a rampage there. And that's this. It just goes to tell you that everybody in this particular tournament is a top team, and so they can turn the screw and everything can change literally. So the top players of the game in match 3, Stoner with 6 eliminations, Roach with 5 eliminations, Manny with 5 eliminations as well, Majesty with 4 eliminations, and his win with 4 eliminations with Active Gaming. So we've got 2 Cyclo boys right coming in the top, and first, second, third, all Cyclone boys. So that tells you they weren't literally carried. They all played together. They all made sure they sustained the pressure that came from different angles, and they made sure they covered themselves. I think they actually came out with a 3-man at the latter end of the circle. They probably survived with with 3 people alive. So that's quite incredible to see. They only lost the guy in the final circle. So that's incredible to already come all the way to the final circle with 4 people already alive and maintaining that position. So it's quite interesting to see how Cyclone psychologically would be pushing for the fourth game.
Yeah, definitely. Roach stepping things up, and Stoner as well. You can see both of them, put up quite a good performance. Also, the boys from CLS. But what does that mean for the entire overall ranking? We do now see the boys from Active Gaming claiming that number one spot. They've got the elimination to count as well as getting those placement points as they sealed the winner chicken dinner. But look at CLS; they didn't have quite a great game in the first or the second, but they got so many massive points in that third game with the eliminations to come through as well as the placement points that has now boosted them all the way into that second spot, just 2 points behind the boys from Active Gaming. And I'm curious to see how they do in the next game so far. But right now it is inching closer and closer to mean that it could just be between the boys from Active Gaming, CLS, and Men of Blood to take this one home if they do get another good game.
Interested to see, when Cyclone Shield, where they were, I think, in the 8th position, they're about just before this game, and with one good game, they're in the 2nd position. So interesting. Any of the 9 teams can actually win this game with one good game because the bar has been set by Cyclone Shield Esports. They're coming in the 2nd position, moving up 7 places. That is incredible. And we've seen Trial Squad drop down, Afro drop down, Invisibles drop down by 2. First Artists also drop down by 3. O3 Bodies up by 3. So a lot of the teams that we have been talking about are gradually warming up. And the thing about this particular tournament is there's no time to actually warm up because it's just 4 games to go. So you had to come in guns blazing right from the get-go.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see, how things go right now. All the way in that second page, we do see the boys from 10-11 with find themselves with 14 points, and it is slipping away from them so far. They would need a performance like one that we've just seen from CLS to find themselves snatching home that victory at the end of the day. No pressure, dream team as well coming into the mix of things right there, find themselves in 11 and 12 place, but no pressure. We did see them get a couple of eliminations, but they've not just been able to stamp their foot on this game so far. Teams like Knock and Lobby, No Gaming, and Unsolid Army find themselves in a very sticky situation all the way in that bottom spot. No Gaming has not been able to get any points out of this game. Things have just been proving to be quite tough for them in recent times, but we will see them rejuvenate the performances in this last one, do it, and find themselves all the way in that first page. We'll see after we take a break. All right, so the overall top players after the match 3, you do see right there Anez from Active Gaming getting 12 eliminations right there and has been able to find himself all the way in that number 1 spot. Coming up in number 2 is the boy Stoner, and definitely getting those 10 eliminations has helped his team go all the way into that number 2 spot for CLS. Now you also have 11 in the mix of things, getting 10 eliminations for his team MOB. He wasn't able to perform in the last game, and maybe, just maybe, that firepower affected them in that third game and they got wiped out. But there's also Peachy within this conversation too as well, who is sitting down with 7 eliminations for the boys from Afro Esports. Now Afro Esports started out quite well on today's games, but have not been able to replicate the same performances in the second and the third game. You can see that they would need something incredible to be able to boost themselves all the way up into that first page. But it's impossible, as you can see that Peachy is also having a great day. There's also Kaido, who comes into the mix of things as well, and he is sitting down for 10-11 with 7 of those eliminations. He is probably one of the best players within the Nigerian scene, coming through right there from 10-11, and it's obviously going to be a great performance coming through from him in the next game. We'll see how he does, stamp up with or do well for his team and grab them, those points that are needed to boost themselves all the way into that first page. So there's a lot to look forward to in the next few games, and I'll be curious to see who grabs that last win so far.
I think any of these 3 teams potentially win the last game will probably take it all, because you can see we have had 3 two different winners. We had Afro winning the first Active Gaming. So right now, Active Gaming they've maintained the
on.
spot. They're the only team that have maintained the spot after a match with just two people. And it's going to be interesting to see how Cyclone should play, right into this fourth game as well. And I'm going to be excited to see how teams like 10, 11, potentially they only can win, but how they can upset, the whole course of events and how teams can probably take out and do the Lord's work, as you say. So that's going to be interesting to see how many teams do the Lord's work and how many teams do Satan's work in the last game of the day.
I think upsets are what are definitely needed in this next game. We saw a lot of upsets in the previous game where Afro Esports got taken out. We saw TOS take them out. We saw no pressure with an amazing performance in a 2v4 situation, take out the boys from Afro Esports. So those upsets are probably what's needed for teams like CLS or Active Gaming to seal this one through and grab the win at the end of the day. But my goodness, it is hearts beating, hearts racing. Definitely so much joy to come through in this final game as the players right there are in that land just waiting for the opportunity to start to celebrate. We'll see after a quick break. We'll come back for the last game. Who gets that winner chicken dinner? We'll go on a break for now. We'll be right back.
Emergencies happen when you least expect them to. It gets worse when you are cash trapped. No need to despair. First Advance has you covered. You can get that urgent cash right now on First Advance. With First Advance, salary earners can get up to 50% of their salary. No hassles. As long as you earn a monthly salary and your salary account has been active for at least 2 months. Just dial star 894 star 11 hash or simply dial star 894 hash on your mobile phone. What's more, when you open a First Bank salary account, you can enjoy zero charges and free debit card issuance. Download the First mobile app on Play Store or App Store today. Log in to experience First Bank digital banking. Select loans, select First Advance and follow the prompts to receive your loan. Don't let that urgent need get the best of you. Get First Advance now. It's as simple as dialing star 894 star 11 hash. First Advance. Fast, convenient, secure. You first. First Bank.
Here's a card we no go give you stress at all. Zero waiting, zero queue. First Bank is better. Here's a card we no go give you wahala. Zero trouble now for you. First Bank is better. Tell off it tell off it spoiler. Who won't break them? Where you want say now only you get them. Nothing fit do one. Sharp payment not the way. Swipe they go, you know the way. Veteran card with the sweet body. Veteran card we know the shape person. We put you first again. First banking veteran card we put you first again. Generate your virtual card we put you first again. First banking virtual card we put you first again. Just generate your virtual card.
Check that. Looking for a business account like no other? We are proud to introduce you to First SME. With First SME account, you get to enjoy services.
Hey guys, hope you're ready. Hope you've been having a great time right there. Remember to hit that like and smash that subscribe right about now as we move into our third game of the night. Super interesting stuff right here, Priest.
Yes, sir. Interesting is the right choice of words. It's been an interesting setting so far. Active Gaming leading the charge with Cyclone Shield hot on their heels as well. You know, the leaderboard right now is looking very, very, very tasty, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final game right now. This is the last game. You know, 30, 33, or 38, 36, 31 points, 30, 30, 30, all across the board. Now it is up to Men of Blood, Cyclone Shield, and Active Gaming. One of these teams will walk away with that big, big money and will be crowned Gamer X Champion 2023. But who is it going to be? This play zone and this playing path will be a determining factor to how these teams will play this final game. Some people will land on some other people. Spoilers everywhere, fire. Right now, if you're Active Gaming, you do not want to get swept away immediately. You do not want to get sent back into the lobby very, very quickly.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Active Gaming, CLS, and MOB will try as much as possible to see if they can grab those points. Definitely hearts beating right now. But the boys from Afro Esports have now landed with the boys from No Pressure, and definitely will be feeling, like they've got to get this. Now, Afro Esports also has a chance to get into that top 5, that number 1 spot too as well. They're already in the top 5, but they're a couple of points, maybe about 15 points behind the boys from Active Gaming. So a grand game, which we know that they're capable of, might see them in that spot. But now let's quickly turn our sights onto No Gaming and IC Priest.
Yeah, No Gaming all the way out here in Rosrock, trying to find a little bit of an entry to get their first couple of points on the board there. You might making an advance and chasing through there, trying to catch Odd Man off the angle there. They've already lost the mashed potatoes. Again, your might sprays through the stairs there, trying to pre-fire, but unfortunately he shoots in a generally wrong direction and nothing just works, in his favor just yet. Nice spray from Violence, tries to connect a couple of shots there, but he will be able to connect it right on time. Your might is there, pops right through again from Rusty, but unfortunately his shots will not be connecting. And the guys from No Gaming will be making a defensive stance in this position, trying to hold off, at least for the time being, one of the First Arctics as well. It's a 3 versus 3 now. It's all in anyone's court. Nice grenade, pops out again. Beautiful grenade from Rusty and a confirmation from Guns to follow. And that is what you call teamwork. I drive while my teammate shoots. I nade while my teammate finishes. And now Rusty making an advance. S12K fades out to the left, to the right. Pops right through. The first one goes and the second one goes down as well. No Gaming in serious trouble there. Your man 1 for 2, and Bibbs is coming from the rear end. He pops right into the corner, and he is going to be dropped away immediately with the shotgun in hand. First Arctics, unfortunately, will be losing after that performance of eliminating 2 players from No Gaming. A fantastic 1 versus 2, and now it's the shotgun coming out to deal something here for the guys from No Gaming, trying to pop through on Dolly. Dolly's seen an angle on him, pops again towards the shotgun, fakes towards the right, tries again, tries to connect, he's reloading, and Dolly unfortunately will be switching away, and now is the DBS, or rather the S12K will come out on top, and First Arctics will walk away with 4 eliminations.
Oh my god, that felt like mutually assured destruction on both ends, and the boys from IC got lost 3 players in that one. They come out on top at the end of the day, but my goodness, what a great play. But looking at the boys from Afro Esports, they're starting this game quite well. I do believe they took out a couple of players from Knock and Lobby, and they've gotten themselves some good bit of eliminations to come through. They have sealed the deal against Knock and Lobby. They've sent them back into the lobby, and it is Hunter who got 4 of those eliminations. Now they can turn their sights back onto the boys from No Pressure and look to see how this one goes. Now they've got to be really careful, because remember, they pushed up against the boys from No Pressure and lost previously, but Hunter obviously will be feeling, quite pumped after getting 4 eliminations up against the team. So he's finished a squad wipe, so now the ego is definitely, being boosted right now, Priest, and his mind is telling him, again, mind, I'm invincible, let's go.
Afro Esports, we saw them fall to the guys from No Pressure in that previous encounter in the previous game. But hopefully nothing happens to them this time. But Solo Esports on the receiving end. Doctor, unfortunately, will not be able to get some meds in time to heal himself. Dream Team on the offensive, trying to breach through. They've already lost two to Majesty and Indiax, doing a fantastic job of holding out. Doctor will get picked up. And Solo Esports holding off again, fantastic stuff from Solo Esports so far. They're starting to find their footing elimination after elimination, but Dream Team on the rear end trying their absolute best to navigate through these corners. They've been heard and they've been spotted, but will they be able to make something out of this engagement? Will they be able to move out of this position and find somewhere inside of that play zone to nestle in, because they are already on the receiving end, they're on the back end, they're on the back foot. Will they be able to rise to the occasion? Dream Team is one of those teams that likes to, turn up when you least expect, but I don't see that happening in this game, owing to the fact that unfortunately they got caught out on their landing position in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. We're also seeing right there on the kill feed the boys from 10-11 beginning to, begin their onslaught up against the boys from UA as they've dropped down a couple of buddies right there. But now here is Dream Team taking a look at the boys right there from Solo Esports. But would you look at this? Afro Esports coming through right there with those knocks up against the boys from No Pressure as they do send them back into the lobby.
Afro Esports, they're starting to cook. They're starting to brew. 7 eliminations. They're in the kitchen right now. They're starting to cook. Based off of the points that they've already had, you can tell that Afro Esports, they have a strategy here. They're trying to finish off this last game very, very strongly. And it's all left to Glixie. Can he put a spanner in their... Can he be the thorn in their side? No pressure on the other hand. In the last engagement in this Milta area in the previous game, they were able to stop Afro Esports in their tracks, but will they be able to do it again? Glixie has been heard. Afro Esports advancing to this position, coming down south. It looks like there's a chance for this engagement to happen, but Glixie, surely, I can feel it in my bones. He's going to snatch someone back into the lobby with him. Is just going to be a matter of who. No Pressure are not to be trifled with. They are not that team you want to forget all about. You know for a fact that No Pressure know that at least, I'm leaving here with some.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah, definitely. But it's also the boys from TOS around the vicinity, and they are the thing that might just be the turning aside of the boys from Afro Esports. Because while they do decide to make that push onto Glixie, the boys from TOS might just be coming through with that third party. But yes, Hunter is he's that player who is always, he likes to play aggressive. He likes to make that push. He doesn't like to leave any stone unturned. And I've played with him before. I've played with him in competitions back in the days when we were, still an early team from Active Gaming and back in Shadow Hounds. And he's that player who's always like, make we push on, make we push on, make we push on now, make we push on, may we go. So it'd be very hard to keep him from, taking on this last guy. So they got to be really careful right here. You can see that nade already beginning to cook again. This nade did a lot of damage the previous time, but this time around it's not able to find that connection, and it will be Hunter who gets that final one.
That was another example of what you call an Akara bomb. Lands by your side, shaped like an Akara, and you will chop it for breakfast. And that is going to be the end for Solo Esports there. Or was that Solo? No, sorry. No Pressure. That will be the end of No Pressure. That was a solo player. The last solo player for No Pressure has been sent back into the lobby. And now we're down 11 teams, 39 players. The numbers starting to dwindle. All of these teams need to make the advance. They need to move forward. Like we said, Afro Esports now, they're up 8 eliminations, I believe, and it looks like their strategy is starting to pan out. They are trying to head into that 20 eliminations type of finish, an undoubtable kind of finish. If they get 20 eliminations, they will win gamr.africa. That is the strategy right now. They've told themselves. I saw them whispering to each other, right here at the venue. They were, chanting to each other, giving themselves motivation, saying that if they are able to get 20 eliminations, they will be crowned champions of gamr.africa, and that is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen the boys from Afro Esports come into LAN events like this and do quite well for themselves. But let's talk about the King Killers right here. I'm going to call them the King Killers because we've seen them do it over and over again, again in today's games. The boys from TOS, we were seeing them struggle when they were initially formed, but now they are the King Slayers. Every single big team that has come within the crosshairs has been put down in today's games, and they have played spoiler for so many different teams. You can see the boys from 10-11 rotating around this region and might just come into the crosshairs, all the boys from TOS. I feel like they might just be the ones to spoil things around, and you can see them already beginning to do that. It is Vikings who just dropped down God Ye, and it is now beginning to happen over again. Kaido coming up against No Size, and I'm talking about him in today's games. You do not want to play with this boy, but they managed somehow to drop him down. There's also Lazy within this vicinity, and he's driving around. Will the two of them get into the mix of things right here? You can see Kaido looking to see if he can get that knock to come through, but one elimination each on both sides. We'll see how things go down, but another one gets dropped again.
10-11 in serious trouble now. They've got two players knocked away, Godye and Bego, still sprawling on the ground. Grenade still trying to connect just by the wall there. 10-11 serious danger. Kaido finally pulls up, but a grenade from Ted Bundy will connect to Shrek. 10-11 once again on the receiving end. Confirmation grenade now from Ted Bundy. Try out score, not trying no more, trying to navigate it through again. Big Ass is there, runs him through. Jamam, that's what you call Egugu. Be careful, that express. You did go and express. 10-11, it looks like that's where they're going right now. Tryout squad playing very, very strong defensively, but now the guys from 10-11, do they know that these guys have players not all across the board? They've not been able to get that elimination just yet, and that is the danger here. Tryout squad, unfortunately, were not able to, reset and repurpose their players, but 10-11, that is what they're doing. They're getting all of their players back up, and now the bleeding out starts to creep onto the guys from Tryout Squad, and that is the difference between two experienced teams. So dangerous from this position. Gaudier finally pulls up, charges the grenade. Biggest can hear, heads all the way towards the back, but a beautiful grenade from Gaudier bends through the corner, cuts him down to about 40 HP. Gaudier makes the advance, UMP in hand, switches to the corner, but Vigas will correct him with his DPS sword. Again, he brings through to the left again, pop right, straight through the corner, but that will be the end. Kaido is unstoppable. 10-11 will take 6 eliminations away from the guys from Trial Squad.
I feel like Vigas should have probably pulled up onto that position when he had the opportunity, and it was just a one player left for the boys right there from 10-11. You definitely don't want to see them getting into their rhythm. But here is the boys from Afro Esports now looking to pull up onto this particular region. 10-11 versus a 3-man squad coming in. Afro Esports versus a 3-man squad coming in from 10-11. They might just see their chances, but this is also very, very important. If they get some casualties onto the boys from Afro Esports, they could reduce their chances and stop their momentum.
Yeah, that's what you call a spoiler. 10-11 trying to play spoiler here. There's a chance that a spoiler will be played here, but Afro Esports have to be careful. They have to stick to their strategies. It has to work out for them. They know what they're fighting for. They want to be champions. They want to win the game at X, but they also have to stick to their strategy. They also have to be very, very clear in all of their plans and everything they're trying to achieve. There's a whole lot of action, brewing through from these areas, but then, it could take a whole lot. All of that could change in just a snap of a finger. All of that could be swept all the way from the corners there. But again, 10-11, they are playing defensively inside of this position. So Afro will have to breach, and it's going to be a very difficult breach against a team like 10-11. So they do have to necessarily be careful. They are on an advance. They are on an aggressive push, but they also have to be very, very smart. Smoke's already coming out, utilities already ensuing, and 10-11 are ready for this breach from Afro Esports. The grenades will be the opening front here, but Afro will need to be careful. It's a 4 versus 3. They have the numbers advantage, but will they be able to make it work? Peachy pops a grenade to the left-hand side, will connect to Kaido, and that will be the opening that the guys from Afro Esports have been looking for. Phase onto the right-hand side, and phased in again, and Afro trying to breach switch inside. Another one goes and bites the dust, but the smokes trying to feel the vision. PG pops again. Grenade to the right-hand side. Cannot find any connection. And the guys from 11 are all the way up to the right-hand side there, but the grenade will connect again. And Gordier this time will be the victim. He's the one that goes down. Pops to the corner. 10-11 will be swept away. Afro Esports, another one bites the dust without losing a single player. 11 eliminations, and it looks like the kitchen is burning fire. The kitchen, they don't cook, is burning right now. Afro Esports, 11 eliminations.
Man, Afro Esports are cooking and cooking quite strong so far as they are dropping bodies left, right, center, and it is looking like they might just do this. They might just do this. We said this over and over again that a team needs to take them out. If not, or they need the casualties to come through. If not, they might just be able to seal the game. But let's look at the team who's currently sitting down in that number 2 spot, or no, number 3 spot before this game came through. It is the boys from MOB. They have 2 of the players who are currently dropped down right here. It is Rage who is trying as much as possible to see if he can hold on to their life for his team, and they're trying to see if they can get that revive. MOB is another really strong team. They've got just Choco left within this region, and he's just going to hop into his vehicle and get out of this position. I feel like you're not going to win, right? So just push.
Why not just why not just ruin the game for everyone else? I mean, that is it. This is the final game. This is the last game here, and you can tell Afro Esports are tearing through. But everyone that moves on to that position tends to fall. And now, in phase 3 of the circle, the game is coming to an end. Second after second, minute after minute, you do have to do something at least, to move your team a little bit up the ranks, just to get more prize pool money for your team. That is the idea right now. Fighting for a higher spot on the leaderboards just to increase prize pool money. For those teams that are not Cyclone Shield or Active Gaming right now, that is more the idea of the teams that are trying to hold up for the setting right now. But O3 on the other hand are still making rotations, still making concessions, but hopefully they will be able to step up and find their rhythm.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see, what that does. I mean, the boys from MOB still holding on to their life in this one, as they had some bodies that were dropped down before the IC, but they didn't make that final push, and now it might just pay off for them. So the boys from Active Gaming also now beginning their rotations and trying to find a spot to call home for themselves, as several different bodies are pretty much just getting dropped right here. Active Gaming in a very weird drive through. Does seem like there are some nerves right now, and well, at least they found a spot eventually to call their own.
I mean, all of these positions that are being played right now could possibly this team. Cyclone Shield, on the other hand, under fire now by Solo Esports. The violence continues. Manny will get spotted. The grenade bounces just left of his position. Unfortunately for him, he can make this reset, but the grenade and the bombardment continues from Solo Esports, but they are not going to make that push just yet. But Majesty's grenade this time will off 2. Is going to be Falcon and Manny knocked away. It's a 2 versus 4 now. Cyclone Shield will have to reevaluate. They need to get out of dodge. They cannot play this position. The spread is too thin. They need to make an advance to another position right now. They cannot allow that game they've had to player sacrifice for the greater good. Cyclone Shield will need to reconvene and reset themselves in this area, and you can tell they're already making their movement away there. Stoner and Roach just getting out of danger, just getting out of dodge, and Cyclone Shield, they know what is important right now. They know they need to stay alive at least for the longest.
Yeah, definitely the boys from Cyclone Shields just underneath Active Gaming, 2 points behind before this game started, and you can see that focus right there. It does put the boys from Afro Esports with 16% opportunity to win this particular game. There's also some esports who are within this conversation too as well. O3 Brothers right next to MOB. Can they put up a performance right here against this boys? And things are beginning to get really tight as everyone is fighting tooth and nail within this lobby right here. But there's still 3 three teams that are fighting for that number one spot: Afro Esports, Active Gaming, and CLS. No, four teams actually, and MOB, who could potentially grab that number one spot. It's all down to this moment right here.
No, the guys from Men of Blood, 4 eliminations to them already. And I believe that's another team with a little bit of strategy, working their magic as well. Solo Esports on the siege here. Diax has been spotted, but they cannot breach this position. Men of Blood have it on lock. They are fenced in and sitting very, very pretty and strong in that compound. Solo Esports cannot breach. They need to get an entry knocked. They need to get someone knocked away so they can make that entry into that position. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done because the guys from Men of Blood are very, very solid when it comes to defense. And now Solo Esports are on the siege from 03. Now they're fighting on two fronts. There's action everywhere they turn, but now they have to be very careful. The guys from Men of Blood have heard the shots fired, and now this might just be the opportunity you're looking for the third party to get a couple of eliminations down on the ground. But the Men of Blood, it looks like Afro Esports have crashed the party, and they started paying the HP because they've lost one, and now they might just be able to lose another one. They're trying to remove themselves away by Solo Esports Doctor. The Doctor, but he's not saving patience. He's sending them back into the lobby. No Name will be the next one to go down. Doctor fading through the left-hand side again with a USP in hand. Pops through there, and that will be another confirmation. 7 eliminations for Solo Esports, and another one bites the dust, turns that to 8. And now Solo doing a fantastic job of fading through and holding up in that position. They're very, very patient right now, holding up and enjoying themselves with all of these eliminations they're starting to accrue.
Man, the buddies are dropping left, right, center, as you can see right here, as the boys from Solo Esports continue to grab those eliminations. And turning onto this position, the boys from Afro Esports have got a position to call their own, as they might be looking at taking out the boys from MOB. Hunter taking a look at several different teams around them. There's still Solo Esports who is within the conversation right here. And like we said, it's all down to this final moment. Who can grab that winner chicken dinner between these teams right here? CLS is still within the conversation. Active Gaming as well haven't gotten really any eliminations to boot, but so far all they need in this game is somehow for the boys from Afro Esports to be taken out, and maybe, just maybe, the placement point might work well for them. For CLS, we'll see how this game continues to play out, but you can see the bodies are dropping. We're still left with 7 teams, and they are all, and it's all hearts racing right now for who will grab that victory at the end of it.
That is the plan. Their Active Gaming getting sold out here by and surprised, unfortunately, will get blown away. Their Active Gaming is getting there's 7 teams left. Now is not the time you want to lose players. They need to be very careful. What is happening to Shad? Shad is AFK. He looks like it's a dangerous setting here for Active Gaming. And Ness now will be swept away as well. Creed and the rest of the guys from Men of Blood trying to take that push and that advance, but it looks like they will be crashing into the guys from Solo Esports instead. They're not paying attention to Active because the play zone on the other hand is rear-ending, chasing them all the way down. Grenades from the corners. Trying to find an entry position, feints from the right, pops through, tries to connect, unfortunately falls a little bit too short, tries to pop through again from that left and the right, but nothing connects. DBS is in the hands of Doctor, trying to work the magic, trying to connect it as well, but he's not going to be able to do anything about it just yet. The guys from Solo Esports are still a 4-man team. They're hanging on, they're chilling, 10 eliminations, and it looks like a chicken dinner isn't the worst for them. All they have to do is hold on just a little bit longer, and they might just be able to do something about it. Looks like a Cyclone Shield and the rest of the guys there trying to find a position inside of that place. It's too generous for them right now. Sights spraying through in the corner again. Eliminations now up to 12 for them. Mighty has been able to work something into the game for himself there, but Cyclone Shield is there. 5 teams left. They've been able to survive into the top 5. Roach and his teammate Stoner, 2 of them right here in Lagos, the venue, Echo Hotel and Suites. It is Gamer X 2023 Afro. Looks like this is the entry they've been looking for. On Solid Army finally making an advance. Afro's Peachy trying to find an angle again, pops the smoke just in right into that corner there. Now is the opportunity they've been looking for, trying to phase inside, but Hunter is still knocked away. The reset hasn't come yet, but you have to love Peachy's use of utilities. They're absolutely brilliant. But will they be able to get Hunter in time? Yes, they will. The play zone just hot on their heels, starting to chase on, starting to chase through. I'm not sure. Yeah, but Afro Esports will be under siege from 41k on Solid Army finally making their debut in the top 5. There's a lot of action still brewing through. There's still so much work to be done there. Outcast looking forth, trying to pop again onto the guy from Unsolid Army. Exposes himself just a little bit too much. He is going to be tagged away, and now is an opportunity here, trying to do his absolute best to work the magic from Afro Esports again. There's a time limit to this engagement. The play zone is that time limit. Will make the advance. All of these teams from that position. 41k has been spotted, but now is the time for him to make a rotation and get out of dodge. He decides to tank the blue, and that would be a poor choice. The blue zone surely will claim him, as he just claimed Smoke, his teammate, and now Cyclone Shield making the advance, pulling up again. He's going to pop right through that corner. Solo Esports make the advance, will be spotted, will be sent away as well. In Diags popping through, trying to find a corner. Road with a beautiful grenade, and he is going to send him down all the way through. Past the corner again, and the UMP is going to be the opening shot. The fire there from Rose will get one down, but that will be the end. Solo Esports will snatch it away from them just in the nick of time. Solo Esports, 3 players down, trying to get that reset up. Is all left to Majesty. Pops the smokes onto the ground. Gamer X champion. Who's it going to be? Solo Esports have risen to the occasion with 15 eliminations, and now it looks like this is the performance they've been looking for, and there's action. They're trying their absolute best to work it, but it looks like something is cooking right now, because Afro Esports is still here. They're shooting again. Mighty will fall again. Solo Esports holding off. There's 3 teams left. 9 players in the cut. Still chilling. First Arctic still have their last player. Dolly is the one trying to make the advance. He might play spoiler depending on who he sets his sights on, but Afro Esports continue to lay waste to the entire lobby. Left, right, and center. They continue to shoot their shots and lay all of the action down. Gamer X champion. Who is it going to be? Afro Esports have got 13, but Solo Esports have got 15 instead. Now it's a matter who's going to take it home, though. Hunter looking for, trying to pop through an angle there, but he cannot spot any enemies just yet. Now we're down to just 2. Majesty and the rest of his team from Solo Esports, the Senegalese team, trying their best to survive. Hunter exposes himself just a little bit too much. He is going to get tagged away, but Peachy now this time will be the one to fall. Neo exposes, and he is going to tag up, and that will be the end. Afro Esports will take that chicken dinner, and with it, they might just have done it. They might just have been crowned Gamer X 2023 champions, ladies and gentlemen. Fire, Einstein, you saw the action. You saw it firsthand. Afro Esports rose to the occasion, but did they do enough?
It will be interesting to see exactly how far these lot did. And absolutely incredible. 14 eliminations to their name, 24 points. And that might probably do it, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'm not calling it out yet, but it is looking really, really good. How Afro came in right at the last moment. They motivated themselves. They got the psyche right about that time and make sure that they came in really, really well. Then the last game of the day, active. What do you think just happened there?
Man, definitely. We were talking about it before the game started. The Afro
Mm-hmm.
Esports are one of those teams that can come in with that final, bit of performance to see them go all the way into that top. And we've seen it from them. This may just be sealing that win for them. I do believe this definitely puts them above the boys from Active Gaming and CLS. This will probably boost them all the way towards 40 something points, if not 50, if my mathematics are correct. But I do believe this does crown them as the champions of this tournament.
Absolutely, really, really, really pleased to see how Afro team, like we called it. We said the team amongst the three teams that won the win the chicken dinner, the last team to win the final game most likely going to take this win. And my oh my, but incredibly too, Solo Esports have done phenomenal. The way they were able to come right there from the bottom all the way up, and I think they should probably have the third position if I'm not mistaken. And it's incredible how they've come up so far. Looking at the squad face-off with Afro Esports coming with 16 match kill points and Solo with 15. 10 points, placement points, 6 with to Solo Esports, 26 total match and 21. So there really isn't much of a difference for Solo Esports comparing that to Afro Esports, but it's pretty interesting. But overall points 49 going to Afro Esports and 39 going to Solo Esports. And overall rank, as we said, Solo Esports is currently overall number 4. Afro Esports is currently the winners of the Gamer X tournament. We're not calling it out early because it's actually their overall rank.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We'll see what that means in just a bit.
I am quite excited to see how this thing is going to play out in the total rankings. Interesting to see also the prize pool and how it's going to be shared amongst the team and to which how many teams are going to get a part of the cake. But let's see. So Afro Esports coming in with 26 points in total. Solo Esports with 21. We've got First Arctics with 9. MOB with 8. 10-11 with 6. TLX with 5. Active with 4. Solid Army with 3. No with 3. O3 Brothers with 1. TOS with 1. No Pressure with 0. Invincibles with 0. Dream with 0. And Knock and Lobby with 0. Interesting stuff here as we see right now. Afro Esports probably coming in the top. Majesty in the last game, trying his possible best to get his team up there with 10 eliminations. Absolutely brilliant stuff. They're having 10 eliminations in one game. Brilliant stuff there from Majesty for Solo Esports. I'm sure must have been very proud of themselves.
Yeah, definitely. We do see the boys from Solo Esports putting in quite a great performance. But at the end of the day, you just got to give it to Hunter, who did quite an impressive game. Hunter and Peachy, single-handedly took that game by the storm. You can see them getting 6 eliminations each and might have just sealed that game. If my math is correct, that does put them on 49 points at the end of the day. Active Gaming only were able to grab about 4 points in that game. So that put them in 42 points. So they clearly are above the boys from Active Gaming. Whether that does put them above CLS, if CLS were able to grab more points, not really too sure. But at the end of the day, definitely they will probably find themselves grabbing that victory. I don't think there was any other team that managed to get those amount of points. Maybe Solo Esports got into that conversation as well. But I do believe that the top 4 teams that we're going to see are among these guys. It's going to be between Active Gaming, CLS, Solo Esports, and Afro to share the spoils in that top 4.
Yes, most definitely. As you rightly said there, and very interested to see how far Peachy and Hunter have really held the team together, and especially in the last game when they needed to have the character and the mentality to be able to maintain composure in fighting of different teams, and how aggressive they had to be, and tactically how brilliant they had to be when, especially when they met No Pressure again, like a deja vu, and that happened again, and it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, Afro Esports in the first position, Active Gaming in the second position with 42, Cyclone 41 in the third position. We've got Solo Esports in the fourth position with 39. Men of Blood coming in with fifth position with 39 points. First Attics in the sixth position with 23 points. 10-11 Esports with 20 points coming in the seventh position. Try Our Squad in the eighth position. Really, really disappointing moving. I think they are the top, the among the top 8. They are the only team that moved down 3 places with 19 points there to Try Our Squad. So this is your top 8 in your Gamer X ranking.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. You can see in that second page, you do have the boys from Invincibles, Unsolid Army, Dream Team, and so many different teams who did put up quite a good performances. And definitely, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. They're one of the teams that I'm going to definitely remember in this tournament. They did find themselves in that second page, but each and every one of those 11 eliminations was up against strong teams. They were definitely giant killers. They almost put the boys from Afro Esports on the back heel, and maybe this tournament could have gone the way of Active Gaming if they had managed to stop the boys from Afro Esports in that game again. But at the end of the day, it is the boys from Afro Esports who find themselves on top, snatching that one away from CLS and Active Gaming in that final game.
Yes, indeed, and congratulations to Afro Esports for becoming the gamer Gamer X tournament winners, and Active Gaming also coming in the second position. It's incredible to see, and it's quite interesting to see when we're talking off air when Actfire was like, Active Gaming are always coming in second, and I guess
correct.
we're gonna have to add another second to that as well.
Another second trophy. Another one right there. But regardless, it was just close. It just goes to show that teams like Active, teams like CLS are constantly grinding, and they just got to keep on putting the performances up. Even Active Gaming came into this game with a makeshift team. You'll not believe that. Too surprised and Alpha are basically managers who had to play because a couple of other players could not make it on ground. But it is what it is. What it is. CLS Active Gaming put up a strong fight, but Afro Esports was just too much for all of these guys. At the end of the day, MVP of the tournament would definitely be going to Majesty from Solo Esports, getting 15 eliminations. And what a game from him.
What a game indeed, coming in from Senegal. Majesty, 15 points, 15 kills, and the highest kills in the game. Peachy coming in second, and we can see Ennis Win coming in the third position as well, as 11 coming in the fourth position, and Stoner coming in the fifth position. I mean, it doesn't really tell the full story, but this PUBG game is a team game, and so individuals can get you far, but the team gets you further. And as you can see, the winners of the game, we did say whoever amongst these 3 win the last game would most likely take the likely take the tournament. And yes, indeed, we were right. Afro Esports coming in the first and the fourth match, taking the winner chicken dinner. Active Gaming and Cyclone coming in the second and third. Tell me, are you excited? Like, what do you think about this tournament? I thought that was absolutely breathtaking.
I mean, okay, so I'll drop my caster's hat off now and pick up Active Gaming's. Okay, I'm not CEO anymore. And pick up Active Gaming's supporter or board member, board member hat now. Yeah, I'll pick up board member's hat. So for Active Gaming, we played as a makeshift team. We had to put in. So it's just Anes and Shad that are like first team members. We had to put in 2 players who wanted to play today. We wanted to bring in Act Guard, who was supposed to play, who's back in Active Gaming now, who's like an OG active player, but he couldn't make it for some reason. So last minute, our managers had to play. Okay, now managers usually are not players, but Surprise, who's our CEO, and Alpha, who's our manager, had to now fill in the space and play for Active Gaming. But at the end of the day, they did remarkably well, and they got a lot of kills to themselves. Alpha, in one game, was actually the one who got the most kills for active gaming. Overall, I mean, it was Anes, but Alpha still did quite well. So I mean, they did outstanding for me, way better than I actually expected. I was expecting to see them in that number 2 spot. I mean, would have been nice to win. Would have been nice if somebody stopped Afro Esports. All of you now, somebody, Solo, CLS, all of you now, really, really, not one of you thought of stopping Afro Esports. But anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. We chop our second again. So yeah. All
It
right.
is what it is, and Afro Esports coming in with an incredible win. I mean, the name alone, Afro, tells you that they've got the backing of the African spirit, the strong lion African spirit, and they just ran blazing through all of the matches, being very consistent. I think it was only the second game where TOS took them out. That was the only time they had a topple. But after every other game, they did absolutely brilliant. They were consistent. In the last game, they turned out the screw, turned into gear 3 or 4, and they just went guns blazing, and nobody could stop them. Nobody could get closer when they played it to perfection. And congratulations to Afro Esports, congratulations to Active, and congratulations to Solo, as well as MOB. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Gamer X. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this particular section for PUBG as much as we did indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. It was quite fun to see so many different teams playing absolutely aggressive. TOS is one of the team to note, as I saw them get remarkable performances. I mean, if TOS wasn't just all the time facing the best teams in the lobby, maybe just maybe they might have done a lot better. But they were the guys facing the Afros. They were the guys facing the 10-11s. They were the guys stopping teams in their tracks. Even in this last game, they almost took 10-11 out. It was down to that final moment where Beggar was able to get that elimination to come through up against Vigas. He hesitated for a bit. I feel like he should have pushed up against God.
Yeah, I agree.
Might have gotten that elimination to come through, but sometimes it is what it is. You find yourself in situations like this. It's a good time to reflect. Go back, watch the stream, and see where you could have done better. But that was a great performance from them. Solo Esports as well put up a great performance continuously. MOB kept on being that dangerous squad. MOB has that thing where I feel like why didn't 11 continue playing all the games? What happened? 11 was at some point just storming through, and then he went onto the bench and something just happened. So why 11 didn't play? I don't know. You guys have got to sort out that one within your team. CLS.
CLS were absolutely brilliant in my opinion. I was really tipping for them to be fair. I was tipping for them right in the beginning. I was like, yeah, they had a very bad game in the first game, but they had massive potential, and they really upset a lot of teams. Like the amount of teams these guys had to face off here, and they went without respecting anybody. They made sure, yes, they were in the bottom, but somehow they were able to get that psyche in, get their mentality straight. And it's interesting to see, and maybe you can give me as a perspective here, like the difference between like playing like at home, playing offline, and playing online, and coming to a LAN event. There's this aura that this LAN event brings, and it just brings the best out of teams, in my opinion. And so sometimes, maybe like you said, there are managers in your team, there are managers, but somehow when you find yourself in this space where there's this aura and this massive crowd, and there's a euphoria and there's an adrenaline pumping through, you can probably see that you might exceed certain expectations. And clearly you can see that a lot of teams really came out to show that particular performance here today.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that they exceeded my performance, my expectation on what the performance would be. But maybe it's just that vibe, it's just that feeling, of being across several different gamers and adrenaline pumping, you're putting in your best. But there's so many things that could affect you in a LAN event. It could be network. Your network might not be that great. You might be using MTN, the next person is using Glow, and Glow's the one that's better. There's so many excuses I could count. But at the end of the day, you should be trying your very best. I remember the last LAN event that I was part of, Leco, didn't do quite well, but I saw so many other teams some people had routers that they had brought. Like people brought
Backups, bro.
backups, like
Backups.
router to router to router to router, and I was like, oh my god, these guys came prepared. I was just connecting to the general internet that was there. I think a lot of people have learned over the years, and kudos to the boys from Afro Esports. This is their second LAN that they're winning, and obviously they're showing that this is no fluke. I said it from the beginning; they were the team to beat, and you can see that they could have sealed the game earlier on if they didn't just have those fluke eliminations that happened. Well, I'm gonna say fluke. I mean, you still got to give kudos to TOS and the boys from No Pressure who took them out. But still, if not for those two teams, they probably would have sealed this game long before the final one.
I agree. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. And gamr.africa, we appreciate you guys for bringing us in, putting this amazing tournament together. And it is going to be a really, really packed day. It's going to be a lot of games going to be played right here on the channel. So everybody stay tuned, stay locked in, grab some popcorn, grab some Coke, and stay and enjoy the stream as different games are going to be passing through. Let your comments be known in the live section as well. Like, share, subscribe, all those in the LAN event party hard, and make sure you guys enjoy the entertainment that gamr.x brings to the African esports scene.
Yeah, and I will enjoy my second place again. Again. All right,
guys. Thank you.
Emergencies happen when you least expect them to. It gets worse when you are cash trapped. No need to despair. First Advance has you covered. You can get that urgent cash right now on First Advance. With First Advance, salary earners can get up to 50% of their salary. No hassles. As long as you earn a monthly salary and your salary account has been active for at least 2 months. Just dial *894*11# or simply dial *894# on your mobile phone. What's more, when you open a First Bank salary account, you can enjoy 0 charges and free debit card issuance. Download the First mobile app on Play Store or App Store today. Log in to experience First Bank digital banking. Select Loans, select First Advance, and follow the prompts to receive your loan. Don't let that urgent need get the best of you. Get First Advance now. It's as simple as dialing *894*11#. First Advance. Fast, convenient, secure. You first. First Bank.
Here's a card we no go give you stress at all. 0 waiting, 0 queue. First Bank is Petroca. Here's a card we no go give you wahala. 0 trouble now for you. First Bank is Tell off it fam, tell off it spoiler. Who won't break them? Where you want say now only you get them. Nothing fit do one. Sharp payment not the way. Swipe they go, you know the way. Veteran card with the sweet body. Veteran card we know the shape person. We put you first again. First banking veteran card we put you first again. Generate your virtual card we put you first again. First banking virtual card we put you first again. Just generate your virtual card.
Check that. Looking for a business account like no other? We are proud to introduce you to First SME. With First SME account, you get to enjoy services such as 0 account maintenance charge, access to webinars and trainings, various creative facilities, access to SME Connect portal, directory promotional offers, and lots more. So, open your first SME account and start enjoying these benefits today.
You first bank.
Winning feels good. Winning more feels better. So boost that feeling not once, but twice. Get daily boosted odds on your favorite games. Better odds mean better rewards. Plus our best ACCA bonus yet. The more you select, the bigger your payout. Because 2 boosts are better than 1. That boosted feeling? That's BetKing.
Yeah.
Brother Jumble, why you dey fumble? You no need to dey suffer to send money, oh. Carry phone make you dial the number 894. Make you know the wait. 894. No need to dey stand for line. 894. It is safe and secure. 894 for me. 894 for you. 894 for urgent number that could change the whole world. 894. It no matter if you no get data. 894. Just pick your phone and dial the number. 894 for me. 894 for you. 894 for Niger.
Dial *894# to get started.
You first bank.
Emergencies happen when you least expect them to. It gets worse when you are cash trapped. No need to despair. First Advance has you covered. You can get that urgent cash right now on First Advance. With First Advance, salary earners can get up to 50% of their salary. No hassles. As long as you earn a monthly salary and your salary account has been active for at least 2 months. Just dial *894*11# or simply dial *894# on your mobile phone. What's more, when you open a First Bank salary account, you can enjoy 0 charges and free debit card issuance. Download the First mobile app on Play Store or App Store today. Log in to experience First Bank digital banking. Select loans, select First Advance and follow the prompts to receive your loan. Don't let that urgent need get the best of you. Get First Advance now. It's as simple as dialing *894*11#. First Advance. Fast, convenient, secure. You first. First Bank.
Here's a card we no go give you stress at all. Zero waiting, zero queue. First Bank is Petroca. Here's a card we no go give you wahala. Zero trouble now for you. First Bank is Tell off it fam. Tell off it spoiler. Who won't break them? Where you want say now only you get them. Nothing fit do one. Sharp payment not the way. Swipe they go, you know the way. Veteran card with the sweet body. Veteran card we know the shape person. We put you first again. First banking veteran card we put you first again. Generate your virtual card we put you first again. First banking virtual card we put you first again. Just generate your virtual card. Hey.
Check that. Looking for a business account like no other? We are proud to introduce you to First SME. With First SME account, you get to enjoy services such as zero account maintenance charge, access to webinars and trainings, various creative facilities, access to SME Connect portal, directory provisional offers, and lots more. So, open your First SME account and start enjoying these benefits today.
You first bank.
Winning feels good. Winning more feels better. So boost that feeling not once, but twice. Get daily boosted odds on your favorite games. Better odds mean better rewards. Plus our best ACCA bonus yet. The more you select, the bigger your payout. Because two boosts are better than one. That boosted feeling? That's BetKing.